Valley Elks. Hugh the Neck Keeler's joining us. Neck, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing well here, John. It's a great night for football here in the Dome down in Round Valley as the Round Valley Elks are hosting the Show Cougars. And this is going to be one of those things, if you look on paper, it looks like it's going to be a forfeit because everything I looked at, the Round Valley only had 3 players.
Yes, everything on the computer, AIA, Max Preps, every place that you go to get information about a high school team says Round Valley's only got 3 players, and I just saw a whole bunch more than 3 players down there warming up.
We do. I'd say we probably got about 35 to 40 of the football players for the Round Valley Elks. Hopefully we got us a good, excellent roster. We'll be able to call out names and numbers to everybody so they know who's making the plays.
Evan, Jess, and that's kind of funny that you brought up. Round Valley only has 3 players. I had the opportunity earlier to talk to all the coaches. And when it comes to Snowflake, you normally hear Coach Saul on the coach's corner, and we had to go another way. We went with Coach Hard to score on, defensive coach, Coach Hargrove, and because Coach Solomon has a medical procedure that he's having done today in the Valley, we wish him, he's in our thoughts and prayers, we wish him all the best. But Snowflake only has 3 returning players that played any time on varsity this year. 3 players, that's it.
I did hear that. I haven't gone out and seen them yet as far as practice or anything, but yeah, that'll be definitely a rebuilding year for the Snowflake Lobos, and we'll have to wait to see when we catch them later on in the season how they're actually doing.
Yes, that's crazy to only have 3 players, but you know what? When he described his team, Coach Hargrove, he said the number 1 way he described them was scrappers. And if you have scrappers, I don't care. Sometimes I wouldn't care if they've ever even seen a football. If you have scrappers out there that will listen to you, that are coachable, and they're scrappers, hey, you're in the ballgame. You're in the ballgame. And that's what he says he has.
Well, that's just like anybody's a movie buff and you watch The Replacements there where Gene Hackman was the coach of the replacement players that came in to take over in the NFL. When they were down in the final game, they asked what it's going to take to win, and he said heart. And that's exactly what it is. While, yes, you have to have some skill and you have to have some knowledge, the ability to have heart and stuff to be able to continue and go further and faster and stuff, that's what can actually win you a game.
You're exactly right, and you can hear by the applause, and that's crazy. Round Valley Elks have already taken the field. We had a beautiful national anthem that was performed live, but that there is the response from the Show Cougars fans. Cougars have a great following. And the Cougars, even though they were a powerhouse last year, they kind of give the game away to win the gold trophy early in the playoffs. They're under some question marks here starting off the season. The coaching staff has changed. Coach Randy Reisdorf has moved on. We wish him all the best in his endeavors to come. He's moved on down to the Valley and taken another coaching job. We wish him all the best. Coach Reisdorf did instill a winning mindset in the minds of the Show Cougars without a doubt, so we wish him all the best. But the Cougars have a great following, and the new coach, Coach Monty Maxwell, he was an assistant. He's been an assistant for years. Let me give you a little insight to Coach Maxwell. He was a head coach here years ago. He coached the 8th grade and stuff a long time ago. There's Coach Brian Ryan making his way up to the top. We always like to talk to Coach Ryan. Anyway, Coach Maxwell had to leave the mountain due to an illness that his son had to go to the Valley. Couldn't stay up here in the altitude. And so he had to go. Well, he's back, but it's not like he's a new coach. He's got some years of experience on the mountain coaching. He knows a lot of these kids inside and out.
Yeah, it's one of the things, if he's been an assistant, he's been around the Show program, it all depends, is he going to be one that's going to actually change the way the Show Cougars actually play ball as far as their theory? And if so, then that's also a learning process. Not only do you have the young players that are going to come in and take a role now since the seniors have moved on, but the seasoned veterans that you have that are moving up, the sophomores and the juniors that have actually played on this will actually have a growing curve as well if they have to learn a whole new system.
Right, and I know for a fact on offense, we saw a lot of trips out of the Cougar offense, and we are not going to see a lot of trips. They're going to do a lot of winged offense, So we won't see the trips way out wide. I'm not even sure if we'll see them at all, really.
Yeah, well, the situation, and that's what I played ball in high school with, was a wing T or a wing formation. And actually, if you looked at Sholo last year and the prior 2 years, while they had Reisdorf as their quarterback, the running game was still just as powerful, if not more. And so by going to a wing T, you actually bring more people in to block, which allows you to do even more as a running team. And so that could actually benefit the running game, where they actually have, I believe, 3 decent returning running backs that they had last year, as long as they can keep healthy.
Yes, they do. The Cougars have a lot of options when it comes to the run game or the return game, for instance, or the receiving corps. They have Weston Kimes coming back. Had a bad foot last year, was in and out of the program. He's back and hopefully healthy. Jake Reedhead's back. He played receiver last year. A lot of people were predicting he would be the quarterback due to the fact he played a lot of quarterback. And the coaching staff informed me that they're going to put him where he would be most helpful. We have James the Working Man Turner. He's out. He separated his shoulder in practice this summer, but he will be back. So yes, they do have a lot of options to run the ball. And we're going to see a couple of them right here. Looks like they're going to put back number 12, Dalen Tooney, and number 1, Jake Reedhead for the kickoff return. We're going to see what happens. We're fixing to get underway, and thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining the Touchdown Show. And we got to mention, this is the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by who? Sholo Ford. Stop by and see Guy Hatch and his staff and show some love to them for showing some love to us and being able to bring you these games. And we're streaming live in HD, live right now, just like on Sunday NFL, in HD at KWKM.com. That's KWKM.com. And here's the kickoff. It's going to go to Reedhead. Reedhead fields it cleanly, has some blockers out front, trying to catch up to him. Thought about juking to the outside. If he'd have got more outside, he would have been gone. But he's going to get it back out to right about the 29-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be about a 19-yard pickup, as Jake Reedhead took the ball just inside the hash marks at the 10-yard line and cut straight up the middle. But you're right, John, if he would have just cut out to the outside, and you got to give credit to the Elks player out there who was able to kind of jump out there a little bit to make sure that Reedhead jumped inside instead of outside.
So here we go with the young McGinnis taking the realm here for the Cougars at quarterback from the shotgun. I'm going to hand it off. First play. There he is, number 24. Big Weston Kimes, bumbling, and he's going to take it out to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, great 7-yard pickup, Weston Kimes. He got a couple good blocks up front, which opened him up and able to get 3 yards before he actually made contact, and then he hurdled over a player to keep going and dragged a couple more as he picked up 7 on that play.
You know, all the loyal listeners may have heard McGinnis's name called last year. He come in a few times and kind of struggled. Young kid, freshman last year. He's only a sophomore now, but they've been practicing him this summer. See how he works out. There's a snap. Going to go to Weston Kimes again up the middle. Only got one man to beat. He's moving and juking, and they're going to drag him down on their own. What are you going to say, 28-yard line?
28 and a half, so
beautiful run by Weston Kimes.
About a 35-yard pickup by Weston Kimes. He broke right up again. Beautiful block by that front line of the Sholo Cougars. He got 10 yards before somebody just put a hand on him, but it was just a slap. He got chased down by number 4, Michael Mariscal of the Round Valley Elks. If not, that would have been 6.
Here's McGinnis from the shotgun. Reedhead in motion, going to hand it off, going the other way. There goes Reedhead to the 20, still on his feet, and he's going to be driven out about the 14-yard line, looks like. No, yeah, about the 14.
See where they're going to mark that. That's a pickup of 11 for Jake Reedhead.
Going to mark it at the 13. At the 13.
He came in motion from the slot, came around, took the inside handoff from the quarterback, cut up there inside that wing T formation where the wing kicked out, opened up a great thing for him to go outside, and he picked up that run.
Opened up a great hole. Here's McGinnis from the shotgun, blown back. There he is. Weston Kimes, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Guess where he's going to? He's going to the end zone. Touchdown. Weston, now you see me, now you don't times. Beautiful run. Beautiful blocking up front.
You got to thank Zachary Maxwell on that play. Zachary Maxwell was his lead blocker. Came across, got up in front. Weston Kime just sat on his hip pocket, had his hand on his shoulder. Maxwell made the block to the inside, freed Weston Kime to the out, and he was off to the races for a 13-yard touchdown run.
And you know, the Cougars lost a lot of their offensive line and their defensive line. They lost a lot of big men. I think that's what they lost the most of. Other than they lost Reisdorf, Quasimodo in the backfield, Jason Brown, but most of their blocking and their defensive players, were lost last year. So you got a young squad on the offensive line and on the defensive line that looks like they've got it tuned in. They got it dialed in. It's like Reedhead's out to hold the point after, and I'm not even who looks like it's going to be number 30, and that is John Ramirez. That's probably and we're going to have a delay of game? Delay game against Cougars. They're going to back it up, and it looks like they're still going to try the kick. Reedhead still in to hold, and that's going to make it a 14-24 point after?
Yes, it is.
There's a snap. Reedhead gets it down, and it gets blocked. It gets blocked by,
I thought it was number 1.
Marcus Adams.
That's what I saw. I saw Marcus Adams come in through the middle, get his hand up just in time to block that. That's going to be 6-0.
Beautiful. But with, we just got the first quarter started here. We're going to go back and take a 60-second timeout. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford.
Your car is like an extension of you. So TEPS Cleaning and Detail Services is exactly who you would call to take extra care and pride in making your car look its best all around. People are talking about TEPS Cleaning and Detail Services and the amazing work they do for your vehicle. They offer hand washes or power washes, plus interior detailing starting at $80 and exterior detailing starting at $100. Please call for an estimate, 928-537-8377. TEPS Cleaning and Detail Services at Splash Dash Car Wash in Sholo. Like their page on Facebook.
When you live on the mountain, you have access to the trusted doctors that you and your family need right here at home. Summit Healthcare has brought more physicians and specialties to the area than ever before. From primary care to orthopedics, cardiology, women's care, and much more. You no longer need to look anywhere else. And with offices conveniently located throughout the White Mountains, our doctors are nearby. So next time you need a doctor, turn to Summit Healthcare.
You have tuned in to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford, coming to you live from the Round Valley Dome, where the Cougars put together a great drive, and they put 6 points on the board. Couldn't get the point after. It was blocked by the Elks' Marcus Adams, but we're fixing to have a kickoff. We're going to see if the Elks can put together an offensive drive.
That was a beautiful drive by the Cougars. It was a 4-play, 71-yard drive, all running on the ground. Huge openings by that offensive line.
Yes, it was. You got to come in that offensive line. Great running by Reedhead and Weston. Now you see me, now you don't Kimes. But great blocking up front from this young Cougar offensive line. There's the kick, and that's a bomb. That's a bomb. Yes, that went all the way to the back of the end zone.
That was about a 68-yard kickoff.
Wow, that was impressive. Was that the guy that was just out there?
That was
Ramirez.
That was Jan Ramirez.
He's a senior, 5'10", and he's, to my understanding, he's never played football. Always played soccer. He come out this year for football, and he's got a leg. He's got a Pele leg.
Well, that's where a lot of times the NFL, if they're looking for some players, they'll go look at some of the soccer players because they have some really great legs. If you look at them,
they sure do.
Usually those fields are 120 yards long and stuff. And trying to be able to kick the ball that far.
There you go. So here come the Elks. Up under center is, I didn't even pay attention, number 1, Marcus Adams. Going to hand it off, still on his feet, finally gets brought down, but not after a great big gain. Brought down by number 10, Aaron Bialba. Good tackle, but that was a great run. What number was that just run that?
That's what I'm trying to catch. It looked like number 4.
Yeah, he's coming off right now. It could have been number 4.
Michael Mariscal.
That could have been Michael Mariscal. That sounds about right. Mariscal used to play in Cholo. He used to live in Cholo. Great runner, real fast. And that elk line opened up a hole. Mariscal went crazy.
Yeah, he broke a tackle there 2 yards out. And was able to pick up the remaining 15.
So here comes Marcus Adams, going to hand it off, coming this way. Finally going to be brought down, but not after a pickup of about, looks like 6 yards. Going to be brought down by, looks like number 56, Dylan Gabbard.
And that
he is a beast.
I don't even have that. Number 42 was the ball carrier.
Number 42, we don't even have him on our roster, not even on the program. So we'll have to figure out who that is. Maybe we can get a fan to let us know. Here comes Marcus Adams, senior, 5'10", quarterback and a running back up under center. Gets a man in motion. There's a snap. Going to hand it off to number 42 once again, but he's going to get, whoa. They had him. Number 9 got an arm on him. Zachary Maxwell got an arm on him way back there, but he gets past that, and he's going to take it. Oh, they're going to say first down. So
Pick up 4 yards on the play there by number 42. Again, he was caught behind the line of scrimmage that time. Of course, it was just a shoestring attempt. He was able to step out of it and pick up the 3 more yards there.
I know the coaching staff for Sholo has to be a little bit dazed and confused right now because the Elk offense is just moving the ball on the ground successfully. There's a snap from a shotgun, going to hand it off. Number 42 again. They're trying to strip the ball. Number 9, Zachary Maxwell, was really trying to strip that ball while they was making the tackle. But he's going to pick up about 3. Looks like 3 yards on the play. Here comes a sub in. Number 68's going out. Antonio Solis.
Yeah, that was set up by Brian Christensen, Yellow Horse, as he made that block kicking the defender outside to be able to free him to pick up the 3 yards.
We're going to try to get this name of this boy, number 42. He's running the ball a lot. There's a snap. Adams under center. Going to hand it off. And that is number 44. And that is Trenton Beeler. Trenton Beeler on the carry, and that's going to be a first down for the Elks.
Pick up a 10 yards on the play there by Joshua Kobe.
No, Beeler. 44.
You're on the wrong guy.
I'm on the wrong.
Round Valley.
Hey, watch yourself now. That's Joshua Kobe. That's exactly what I said. If you understand what's going on inside my mind, you'd agree. So here we go. Adams up under center. Kobe in the backfield, man in motion. There's a snap. Going to hand it off to him once again. Going to the far side, and he's going to be brought down by Weston Kimes. Weston Kimes. It's good to see Weston Kimes healthy enough that he's going both ways. That is awesome for the Cougars.
It is. I mean, after the last 2 years, him having some issues with his foot there, was kind of nice to see him being able to do the runs that he did on offense and be able to make them on the defense.
Evan Jessen, we got a timeout. And we're going to take a timeout, 60-second timeout. The score is Sholo 6, Round Valley 0. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford.
All right, you're clear?
Thank you.
All right, John, you got to put your
Just
microphone on.
curious, I would like to know where you've been getting all that money you have in your pockets.
Well, don't be curious no more. I stopped by S&D Auto Wrecking the other day. It's like money in the bank. Clean the backyard. It's all worth money. Anything made of steel, copper, brass, anything, it's cash.
Like what kind of stuff?
Metal bed frame, cha-ching. S&D. Our batteries, cha-ching. S&D.
S&D Auto Wrecking. They'll pay you money for any kind of metal?
Anything made of metal.
S&D Auto Wrecking. You know what? I actually might be motivated to clean up the backyard now. 537-7132. S&D Auto Wrecking.
It's like money in the bank.
Face it, when you're feeling frustrated with slow internet, it shows. So stream without the buffering with Cable One high-speed internet. It has up to 100 megabits of blazing speed, and that's faster than those other internet guys. So no matter how many devices you have on at the same time, it's always fast. And that speed, that's written all over your face. Cable One, the face of fast.
Taking on the Round Valley 8 Elks, and that was second down. They handed off to Workman up the middle, and he rumbles and bumbles for how many yards? 5 yards on it. Picked up 5, and that's going to bring up third and about 1 for the Elks. I want to remind everybody, you can watch this if you can't be here. Wish you were here, but if you can, log on to KWKM.com. And you can watch it. You can watch it in live HD action. Adams up under center, gets his man in motion. One split out to the near side. Here's the snap, and that's going to be a delay of game. So our running back that's been running the ball most of the time for the Elks, we just got it in here, Dylan Workman. And for all the Round Valley fans out there, if you're not here at the game, which maybe there's some of them are not, Workman name in Round Valley is etched in stone. The Workman name has been in the sports, in the Round Valley school system forever, way before my memory even started. I remember hearing the Workman name when I'd go to my oldest brother's games, and from there on, the Workman name is etched in stone in Round Valley Elks sports. And Adams from the shotgun, 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side, lone back, looking to pass the ball. There's the pass, and it gets tipped. And that's going to be an incomplete pass.
And that was almost intercepted by number 56, Dylan Gabbard.
Gabbard. And Dylan is hurt. Gabbard is hurt. He's down on the turf here, and Gabbard doesn't get hurt that often. He's not one of them players that's always getting hurt. So we're going to go back to the studio real quick. Show Cougars lead in this ballgame, 6-0 over the Round Valley Elks. We'll take a 60-second timeout. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford.
Hey guys, who wants pizza? Pizza Factory is the real best place for pizza and Italian cuisine. It's been a staple in the White Mountain community for 24 years. They have something for mom, dad, and the kiddos, like a huge arcade and 3 big flat screen TVs. Pizza Factory is open 7 days a week with a buffet Monday through Friday, daily specials, and a salad bar. They are now scheduling birthday, team, or graduation parties, pastas, calzones, specialty pizzas, and more. We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory in the Old Town Square Plaza in Sholo, 537-7771.
We're here so you don't have to quit fishing or tell the grandkids you can't keep up with them anymore. Wouldn't it be nice to get back in the gym again or be able to play a full 18 like the old days?
Summit Healthcare offers this active community the latest in orthopedic procedures. Whether it's a sports injury, total joint replacement, right here at home.
Get the most out of life again. Visit summithealthortho.net today.
Game of the week coming to you live from the Round Valley Dome. It's 4th down. Adams is scrambling, doesn't get rid of the ball, and he's going to get nailed by number 3, Jacob Eagar. He just cuckooed the clock right there at the 40-yard line, and it's going to be turnover on downs, Cougar ball.
You got to give Marcus Adams credit on that. He scrambled a good 30 yards where he was running back and forth before they actually were able to bring him down. So he's definitely got some great mobility in the backfield there to help out their team.
He sure does. He did scramble for a long time. He just couldn't get nowhere. So here come the Cougars back on offense. They got 2 split out to the far side. Lone back, number 24, Weston. Now you see me, now you don't Kimes. McGinnis has a man in motion, going to hand it off to Kimes, pretty much right up the middle, and he's going to take it to right about the 45-yard line, 44 and a half.
Yeah, pick up a 4.5. We'll mark it 4 because you don't get extra credit for the additional yardage there. But it's that nice little motion that they do. They line up in the wing formation. They bring the wingman in motion and kind of do some misdirection, hand off to Weston Kime up the middle. He's able to pick up decent yardage.
Herschel Walker come in motion towards us, kind of pull some of the defense this way, hand it off to Kimes, who bumps in and goes a little bit the other direction. Look at that. Who is that in there?
Dylan Workman shot through the gap there from his, not sure if he plays linebacker or strong safety, but he shot through the gap and dropped the running back for
Weston
a 2-yard
Kimes
loss.
That's going to bring up 3rd and about 8. What a play by Workman. I think he just kind of bumps around. I want to take this opportunity to thank Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch on the field down there taking pictures. We got Eric Drury over on the computer. And let me tell you this, you might want to sit down. Sit down, relax. Dan the Man Grubner, back out of retirement, and he is here. And we love to see Dan the Man. Hey, there's a fake handoff. That was a good play by McGinnis to get rid of that ball right there, so he didn't take about a 20-yard loss.
Yeah, this time Dylan Workman came from the outside, shot around from the strong side, came around and tracked him down, and Good thing he was able to get rid of the ball in time. That would have been a huge loss for a sack. Instead, it's going to bring up 4th down for the Cougars.
And this is something new for me. I'm excited to see it, but here comes Jake Reedhead. Jake Reedhead into punt. He's an all-around athlete. I've yet to see him punt the ball, so I'm as excited as the rest of you. Reedhead sees some confusion on the line here. They're going to throw a man in over there on the sidelines. He's going to scoot in some. That is Keegan Clarke, and there's the punt. Going to go straight out of bounds, and they're going to mark it at the... Where's he going to mark it?
It should be somewhere around the 40, I believe.
Right there. Hey, the 37-yard line. So how long was that punt there?
About a 21-yard punt.
I don't think that's what they were shooting for. I think that, I tell by the way Reedhead shrugging his shoulders, walking off. Nevertheless, it's going to be Round Valley Elk ball. I think that's good to put Reedhead back there because he is a threat to run the ball. I think any place...
John, it'd be more if he's a threat to throw the ball. If you actually do something like that, you can put a receiver downfield.
Exactly right.
Make it look like you're punting, throw the ball high in the air, and you get pass interference.
Just like Keegan Clarke coming in from the outside over there. Maybe that was what they're looking at. Dan the Man Grubner's son was an all-around versatile player. Hey, there's a fake handoff by Adams trying to get to the outside with the next one. Still going. Gonna knock him out of bounds. Whoa. Mark him out of bounds right here at the 39-yard line of the Cougars.
That's a 24-yard pickup by Marcus Adams. In all actuality, the Elks got away with a hold on number 35, was actually holding the defensive end for Sholo. No call, no foul, as we say, and so there it is, 24-yard pickup for Marcus Adams.
No harm, no foul. Here's the defense of the Cougars. Adams from the shotgun, lone back, got a flag on the play, and Weston Kimes and where's that number 32, Keegan Hallman. They were all over that back, all over Workman that time.
Yeah, it was a loss for a half yard, it looks like.
I didn't see
what... They got an illegal shift against the Round Valley Elks. Looks like they'll possibly take that moving back.
I believe they'll take that penalty. Hey, we want to welcome on board, too. We got I'm proud to say it, we got a new sponsor in Beeler Orthodontics. Hey, they're making America great again, one smile at a time. So Beeler Orthodontics, we will have a commercial come next week for them. Thank you for coming on board, Beeler. And hey, support. We only put the best of the best as advertisers on our show because we don't want to lead you astray. So support all these sponsors so we can keep doing this. I love it. Adams from the shotgun. There's a snap, looking to pass the ball, and a low pass. He threw it too quick. Had number 10 out there, which is L.J. Foster. Is that what that says? L.J. Foster?
Well, he didn't necessarily throw it too quick. He threw it right where he needed to. The only problem was he threw it right down at the ankles where he had to go down for it. Wasn't able to pull it up into him, but had he hit him right on stride in the numbers and stuff, he would have been running for at least 10, 15 yards.
He would have been running. He sure would have. Good slant route coming this way. So here's Adams, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Lone back, shotgun. There's a snap. Fakes a handoff once again, looking to pass the ball. There's the pass. Oh, nice catch. Who was that out there on him? Was that Weston Kai?
That was a good play by I'm trying to pick up the number. It looks like number 7. Is that Jared Nelson? Jared Nelson came in. He was actually the defender on the receiver. Kind of hit him backwards, but didn't tackle him, so he was actually behind the line of scrimmage for, an additional 4 yards. Had to make it back, and he couldn't still, but pick up a 2 on that play for the Round Valley Elks.
So the Elks are going to take a long time in the huddle. It is 3rd and about almost 12. We got just under 4 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Sholo leads 6-0. There's a snap from the shotgun. In and out of the hands of number 14. He heard footsteps. That's, how do you say that first name? Taven Bevel. Taven Bevel was your would-be receiver. He heard footsteps, pulled his hands down pretty quick. That's going to bring up 4th and about 12. I don't believe the Cougars will put anybody back for the return here because they are going to end up punting from about midfield. There's the snap, almost over his head. He gets a boot on it, and that's going to go in the end zone unless it bounces back. And they're gonna say he got it right there at the half, at the 6-inch line.
A 6-inch
I'm not
line
sure.
is where it was.
I'm not sure if that actually just happened, but nevertheless, they're gonna spot it there. So the Cougars gonna come out 1st and 10 from their own
6-inch line.
6-inch line. The ball is almost touching the goal line.
Yeah, got to give credit to Michael Mariscal. He got down there quick and fast. The ball hit the ground and took a nice, huge, high bounce. He was able to get underneath it. Close if he had his foot on the goal line or not when he touched the ball, but they say no. The ball hit, didn't go into the end zone or touch the goal line. You're able to mark it down there at the 6-inch line.
You know, if the Cougars weren't going to go back and try to return that punt, they sure should have blocked better to keep the guy from getting down there to stop it. McGinnis from his own end zone.
Wow.
And delay of game.
I don't think that's going to hurt him, John.
Other than costing them a down.
It's not going to cost them a down. It just moves them back to the 3-inch line.
Oh, it won't cost them a down, so they get a do-over. There's nothing could hurt them right there.
Yeah,
I don't even think they could even move the ball. So McGinnis, 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side, empty backfield, looking to pass the ball, rolling out. Just going to hit a man. And that is number 10. That is Aaron Bialba. Bialba, beautiful catch. He had to go up for that one, but made a beautiful catch there. And that's going to move the ball out to the, looks like the 5-yard line.
Yeah,
2nd and 5.
Unfortunately, John, it's still just a pickup of 4 yards because, again, you'd have to pick up an additional 3 inches to make it 5 yards.
That's true. So they're going to put Kimes back in the backfield this time. McGinnis from the shotgun. 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. There's a snap. Going to hand it to Kimes. Kimes up the middle. And he's going to get it up to, he's going to be short of the first down, but he's going to pick up about,
should be there at about 4 yards there, about to the 9-yard line.
Beautiful run by Kimes, getting the blocking up front, kind of a goal line offense there. And they punched it up the middle, and Kimes made it happen. Pick up a 4. That's a good pickup.
Yeah, he was actually hit at the line of scrimmage. Those 4 yards for Kime were all his on that. He made sure that he got out there as much as he could.
Here's McGinnis from shotgun. 1 back in the backfield. It's Weston Kimes. They're going to hand it to him once again, and he's going to get out to the...
He's at least got the first down. Not sure if they're going to mark it.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, he's easily got the first down. He crossed it. Yeah. All he had pretty much had to do was cross the 10-yard line. Nobody's going to question it because the ball was right on the goal line.
You're exactly right. I thought he got to about the 11, but they didn't take him there. But it is 1st and 10 Cougars. Looks like Keegan Clarke's going to go out. McGinnis goes and gets a play, comes back in. It's going to be 1st and 10 Cougars. 2 minutes and 30 seconds and counting remaining here. First quarter. Cougars lead 6-0, and here goes another flag. What are you going to have? There was one kid out there that kept counting, thought about running off, and didn't, and they're going to get too many men on the field. Did you see him turn to go off, and then he didn't.
Yeah, I don't know where they get the play that they're calling of an illegal substitution. It's just too many men on the field.
Too many men on the field. That's Dalen Toon, number 12. He's going to exit the field. They're having a little conference down there. I really don't know about why there's a conference. If there's too many men on the field, there's too many men on the field.
Yeah, it's not like they really had a huddle that last time. Now, had they been 12 men in the huddle, then they would call it the illegal substitution. But
they're going to back them up. Why would they go 5.5?
I'm not sure why they should take it to 5.5. It should only be a 5-yard penalty.
It is. I don't know why he said it's a 5.5-yard penalty.
No, they only marked off 5 yards.
Yeah. So here come the Cougars. McGinnis from the shotgun. Everybody in tight over there on the far side. He's going to roll out. Kimes blocking for him. There's a pass. And it's intercepted. And he's going to return it for a touchdown. That is number 3, Hunter Ziegler. Hunter Ziegler is pretty much a pass to him. He didn't have to do much to intercept that. And the crowd goes wild. Nevertheless, interception, good run back, and it's a touchdown. Round Valley.
Yeah, he had a man wide open. He just underthrew the ball by about 5 yards, and Hunter Ziegler was able to easily step in front of it, pick it off. They had a chance to tackle him at the 10, missed the tackle. He's able to get into the end zone for a touchdown, for a pick six, as we call it.
We have another kicker out there. Don't have his name on the roster. Bad snap. They're going to pass the ball. And good defense by the Cougars. He gets stopped right there by number 22, Trayson Neff. Beautiful tackle. So with 2:09 remaining here in the first quarter, it's the Round Valley Elks 6, the Sholo Cougars 6. We're going to go back to the studio for let's try a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford.
Hey guys, who wants pizza? Pizza Factory is the real best place for pizza and Italian cuisine. It's been a staple in the White Mountain community for 24 years. They have something for mom, dad, and the kiddos, like a huge arcade and 3 big flat-screen TVs. Pizza Factory is open 7 days a week with a buffet Monday through Friday, daily specials, and a salad bar. They are now scheduling birthday, team, or graduation parties, pastas, calzones, specialty pizzas, and more. We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory in the Old Town Square Plaza in Sholo, 537-7771.
5.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford. We got a brand new ball game over here. Round Valley just had an interception and run it back for a touchdown. The extra point, I don't know if it was intended to be a pass. I think it was. Looked like he bobbled the ball. Nevertheless, tried to pass and had a guy that made the catch, but the defense was all over him. He was tackled right there. So it's a tie ball game, 6-6.
Yeah, John and I have a discussion on air about the pick six on there. That was perfect textbooks by the defender here. You're always taught as a defender, you go through, you eye the ball, you read it, you take it the minute the quarterback throws it, you break on the ball. He did. He broke on the ball very well. He stepped in front of the receiver and got the ball at the highest point, making sure that nobody was going to step in front of it, get it, and be able to take it back for 6.
There you go. So here's number 18, which we don't have him on our roster, with the kickoff. Kickoff's going to go to Reedhead once again. Has some blockers out front. Let's see where he goes. Going to get hit hard right about the 25-yard line. Not much blocking. Reedhead's going to have to break outside if he's planning on getting anything done on the
Yeah, there were a couple missed tackles there. They didn't pick up the guys coming from the outside, which enabled them to crush down onto Reedhead in the middle of the field. Actually ended up no blocking for him pretty much at that point in time, as he had to try to get through 2 guys. So decent return for him is about a 10-yard return, so start him at the 25-yard line.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 Cougars from the 25-yard line. The Elk fans are starting to get a little bit excited after that pick six. McGinnis from the shotgun, single back, Weston Kimes, there's a snap. Gonna fake it, gonna hand it off to Reedhead, going to the outside, still on his feet, and he's gonna be brought down at about the 42-yard line. 1st down, Cougars.
Yeah, I'm looking here. It looks like they might. They did. They mark it right at the 42. 17-yard pickup for Jake Reedhead on that run.
They've done that little misdirection, fake the handoff to Kimes, who they've been handing it off to all game long. Go to Reedhead, going the other way. Beautiful run. 1st down.
Got some great blocking there. Is able to kick him outside and ramble out there for 17-yard pickup.
So here comes McGinnis from the shotgun. One split out wide here to the near side. Going to hand it off to Weston Kimes. Still on his feet. Gets one haphazard block. And he's going to pick up about, well, they give him a good spot there. I know, but it looks like 3 the way they spotted it.
The yard marker guy was ahead of himself. Wasn't sure where to go.
Going to be pickup of 2. Yard marker guy, he's been hitting the bottle a little bit or so. So here come the Cougars. McGinnis, other than the interception, really hasn't passed one other than the interception, I don't think. Has he?
He's had he's had 2 pass attempts, 1 for 4 yards, an incomplete, and an interception.
So here's McGinnis. They're hopping around on defense, trying to get him rattled. He could get another delay game call if you don't hurry up. Man in motion, going to hand it off to Weston Kimes. He jumps over one would-be tackler, and he's going to take it right to midfield.
Yeah, not that great of a spot by the referee. Kimes actually laid his body down on the 50, which is where it should have been, but we'll call it a pickup of a long 5 on that run.
So that's going to be 3rd and about 2 yards here for the Cougars. Ball spotted on the far hash mark. You're going to split out 3 here to this near side. Lone back, Weston Kimes. There's a snap. Going to hand it off to Kimes. Right up the middle, and he picks up the first down.
He barely gets that first down on that one. Was able to jump up over. Again, another bad spot.
Another bad spot, yes.
Referee on site actually makes the correction.
And they call
that a pick up a 3 on the play for Weston.
I thought this was going to have some controversy there because the other official already said move the chains. It's going to be 1st and 10. We only have 5 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Tie ball game. Show Low Cougars 6. Round Valley Elks 6, and we are out of time. We're going to the second quarter, tie ball game 6-6. And we're going to go back to the studio for a 60-second timeout. No, let's make it a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford.
Auto Glass provides the finest full-service mobile and in-shop glass repair services, from free chip repair to windshield replacement, tinting, and more. We're here to pamper you and your car.
Black Diamond Auto Glass. Yeah.
We know cars and trucks at Williams Brothers Auto Service. Our certified mechanics employ today's latest automotive technology and are equipped to handle all major and minor auto repair services on foreign and domestic vehicles. Locations in Show Low and Snowflake.
Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford and streaming live in HD. You can sit in your recliner in your underwear and watch this game live in HD at KWKM.com. That's KWKM.com. And we got a pretty good game over here. Round Valley is one of the big factors in the 2A. Sholo, one of the big factors recent years in the 3A. But we got a good game, 6-6, and it's been a good game.
It has been a great game there. The first play for, actually the first series for Sholo, 40-yard, 4-play, 70-yard touchdown score.
Here's McGinnis from shotgun, single back, looking to pass the ball, rolling out to the far side. There's the ball, looking for Reedhead, and there's a pass interference called against Marcus Adams. And that's going to move the ball with the pass interference.
In all actuality, there could be 2 different penalties on there. It could either be a hold against Marcus Adams because he had a hold of Jake Reedhead out there before the ball was to him, or it could be pass interference. So have to wait and see which they're calling. I haven't seen anything from the referee actually stating what the penalty is. Illegal contact.
Oh, illegal contact. And that's going to move the ball. Automatic first down?
I'm not sure on that one just yet. I mean, normally
I believe it is.
It's probably a 10-yard penalty here, so they're giving
it's 15. 15-yard penalty, and it's going to be first down. We don't know anything. We might as well just be quiet and listen to everybody else.
The yardage I'm not sure about on there, but
I'm not either.
Normally it should be, in the NFL it's 5. I believe in college it's 10. Apparently
maybe
here
from the
it's
spot
15.
of the foul? Maybe from the spot of the foul or something? I don't know. There's McGinnis. Tries to get a play off, flag in the air, and we're going to have a false start against the Cougars. I was wondering if maybe, I don't remember where the foul occurred, and maybe it was from the spot of the foul.
In high school, there is no spot fouls.
Oh, there you go. That
which is why you can have a pass interference at the goal line where you're throwing from the 50, and it could be 3rd and 15. You only get 10 yards for it, so they end up not getting the first down still.
But, there you go.
So there's no spot fouls here in high school.
That's good to know. So it's 2nd and 15. McGinnis from the shotgun, lone back. There goes a man in motion. That's Herschel Walker. Fakes it. Going to roll out here to the near side. Looking to pass the ball. Going to keep it. Still going. And he's going to pick up about
3-4 yards on the play.
Yeah, we'll have to see. They're on the near side here, so we can't see it.
Well, looks like we got an injury coming in here.
You know, I look like a lot of hits getting right next to the sidelines. You know what I'm saying? He had a lot of Elks coming at him right down there. And we're going to have it. No, here comes McGinnis limping off. That's not good. We're going to have substitute come in for the quarterback. McGinnis hobbling, and he's going to come off the field. Looks like wincing in pain, and looks like Jake Reedhead's going to come in quarterback here for the Cougars. The score with just under 12 minutes remaining here in the first half. It's the Round Valley Elks 6 Sholo Cougars 6. And Reedhead over there getting the play from the coaching staff. This will be his first try at quarterback in this ball game of the year here. We'll see if he can still remember the plays.
That's a 3-yard pickup by Colton McGinnis on that run. He had a couple receivers open, just wasn't able to notify him there that he was coming down to field to him, so he kept it. And
looks like it's 2nd and 12. Reedhead's going to keep the ball, trying to get around the outside. Nowhere to go. That's good defense by the Elks. They're all over that play.
Loss of 1 on the play.
That was a called play there. There wasn't even an attempt made to even look to pass the ball. And it looks like McGinnis is going to come back in. That was a designated run right there.
Yeah, got to give credit to the Elks line, defensive line on there being able to crash down. The linebackers actually came down to make sure that there were more Elks than there were Cougars there to block, and
there was. That was a great play by the Elks there.
Yep, Reedhead had to jump outside, and there was nowhere to go for him.
Nowhere to run to, nowhere to hide. McGinnis back in. Puts 1 way out to the far side, 2 way out here to the near side, rolling out this way. We're going to pass the ball. It looked like a hold. It looked big time like a hold, but he's going to complete the pass to Billy Alba. Billy Alba with the pass, and that looked like a hold, but they didn't call it. That's going to bring up 4th and about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like about 5 yards. Didn't you see a hold down there?
It's about 7 yards, I believe, is what they got on that play. It's one of those that I guess they were just returning the favor. They didn't throw it against the Elks that one time. They didn't throw it here. Yes, he had a hold of it.
That was crazy because that happened right in front of the official. I thought for sure. So McGinnis from shotgun, Weston Kimes in the backfield, 2 split out to the far side. There's the snap, rolling out to the far side. Gonna sling it, and that is Keegan Clarke. Keegan Clarke, the sophomore, over there on the outside with a beautiful catch.
We got a flag down, trying to see what we have on the play. Ineligible receiver.
I didn't see that.
Well, they're saying that a Sholo Cougar was more than a yard downfield.
So the official's trying to sort it out. I'm not real sure.
I didn't quite see where they had the one at for there to be that issue.
So 10 minutes and 43 seconds remaining here in the first half. McGinnis still over there talking to Coach Clough for the Cougars. He's going to come in. And it is 4th and 10 for the Cougars. And it looks like they're going to try something. I haven't never seen McGinnis punt the ball. So he's going from the shotgun. Weston Kimes in the backfield. 3 split out to the far side. There's the snap, going to fake it. Boy, they got him all over him. And bad pass to Weston Kimes over his head. And they're going to turn it over on downs.
Yeah, they tried to set up a screen. The problem was in order to do that, Colton McGinnis has to actually turn completely around to throw the ball. And the unfortunate part was the Elks actually read it very well. They had their 2 or 3 linemen out there for the coverage and a linebacker, and that play wasn't going to go anywhere. Even if Weston Kimes caught the ball, he was going to be tackled right there.
Yes,
so
they pretty much had
good
defense
play by the
all
Elks
over
sniffing
there.
that out.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 Round Valley from about the 33-yard line, it looks like, of the Elks. There's a snap. Adams going to hand it off, going to the far side, and there he goes. There he goes. That is Workman. Touchdown. And that's the same place they've been running right there. Touchdown. Workman for the Elks.
Yeah, this is not the same Sholo Cougar defense they used to have. They're not getting off the ball quick enough. The Elks are making tremendous plays, getting off the ball, getting onto the blocks, keeping the defenders from getting away over there to make the play, and there's just no way they were going to catch Workman when he got out there and went.
Beautiful run by Workman. Here comes the point after. There's the boot. It's up. It's good. So mark the score. Round Valley Elks 13, Show Low Cougars 6. We're going to go back to the studio for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week presented by Show Low Ford.
Your car is like an extension of you, so TEPS Cleaning and Detail Services is exactly who you would call to take extra care and pride in making your car look its best all around. People are talking about TEPS Cleaning and Detail Services and the amazing work they do for your vehicle. They offer hand washes or power washes, plus interior detailing starting at $80 and exterior detailing starting at $100. Please call for an estimate, 928-537-8377. TEPS Cleaning and Detail Services at Splash Car Washes Sholo. Like their page on Facebook.
The Show Low Cougars have traveled down here to take on the Round Valley Elks. Round Valley, beautiful run right there by Dylan Workman. 1st and 10, and he takes it all the way to the end zone to give a Round Valley a 13-6 lead. That was a great run. Great hole opened up by the
That was a
Elks
great
line.
run, and that offensive line for the Elks has done a tremendous job. They got off the line of scrimmage at the snap of the ball, got into the first level. Quickly, as they shot through that first level, they quickly released their man and got down to the second level to make the blocks there. And Workman was pretty much untouched until he broke to the outside, got a hand on him, and he was off to the races. 66-yard touchdown run by.
Beautiful hole opened up for Workman, but Workman does have some speed. He can run the ball. So here we go. 10:27 remaining here in the first half. We're awaiting the kickoff from the Elks. Looks like Reedhead and Dalen Toon waiting back there for the kickoff. There's the kick. Reedhead's going to field it at about the 14-yard line, still on his feet, looking to get a block. No block. They got him by the leg. And he's going to get it out to about the 20-yard line. Couldn't get no block.
8-yard pickup there by Reedhead on that carry and return. And you're absolutely correct, John. There was nobody blocking.
Nobody there.
There pretty much was 5 guys from the Elks just running down there free. It seemed like the whole kick return team just kind of shed all the way into the inside, even though the ball went to the outside. They got to watch where that kick goes and make sure they make the adjustments to get back to that direction instead of just going to the middle of the field.
You're absolutely right. They're going to have to get some blocking down there. So here comes the Cougars. 1st and 10 from the 20. Going to split out. 2 to the far side. Weston Kimes, the lone back in the backfield. McGinnis from the shotgun. There's the snap. They're going to pass the ball. And somebody had the wrong route or something right there. It looks like Toon, number 12, is looking at the coaching staff hollering like, no, he told me the wrong route or something.
Well, there were 3 receivers that were close by, 21, 1, and 12, and neither one of them were ready for the ball just yet. The problem is number 5. I can catch number 5 here. Kason Wolf came from the outside on a blitz, and McGinnis had to get rid of the ball pretty quick, and he was lucky that wasn't picked off as nobody was watching.
You know, Kason Wolf was the brother of the quarterback last year for the Elks. They truly miss him. Here comes the snap. Oh, McGinnis loses his mouthpiece. Here comes the snap. We didn't get no movement. I thought for sure we would. Looking to pass the ball. Has a man out there. Going to get it to number 10, Aaron Vialba. Vialba's been all over the field this evening.
Yes, he has been. He's been helping some blocks. He's been making sure on the pass plays that he's been running his routes so nobody knows that he's not part of it, and he's been part of the actual pass plays himself. Let's pick up a 6 on that pass play.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for the Cougars. 9 minutes, 45 seconds and counting remaining here. First half. Round Valley leads 13-6. McGinnis from the shotgun. Looks like they have a little bit of confusion. Going to move somebody over here to the near side. Number 2, Keegan Clarke, going to split out here to the near side. Way out here. 2 way out here to the near side. Lone back. There's the snap. Going to hand it off to Weston Kimes. You got to get some blocking up front. The blockers are way downfield. Weston Kimes had no help there, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Loss of a yard on the play there by Weston Kimes. You're absolutely correct. He came around, and the blockers aren't getting out there in front of him to help give him a block, so he's kind of trying to do it all himself. Unfortunately for Weston Kimes, that's one of the things you also need to do as a running back. You either see a hole and take off, or if there's not a hole and you got defenders coming at you, you need to wait for your blockers to try to open something up for you.
No, it looks like all the blockers were way downfield away from him. Looks like Jake Reed had back to punt the ball. Waiting the snap here. 6 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. There's the punt. That's going to be, they're going to mark it at the 43-yard line. That's a punt of
32 yards.
That's better than the first one. Reedhead's never punted before. I'm not sure. Maybe they don't have a punter. I'm not sure of that.
Great defensive possession.
So,
well, their punters last year was the quarterback and the place kicker.
Yeah, you're right.
And they lost both of them. So
we just mentioned his brother's name, Kason Wolf. Wolf was a great quarterback for the Elks last year.
He was.
Great quarterback.
Led him to the championship game. Got hurt prior to the championship game, and they just weren't able to overcome the injury.
There you go. Round Valley was the runners-up for the 2A. Thatcher won it. Here comes the snap. Marcus going to hand it off. A little delay. Still on his feet. And he gets nailed from behind by number 3, Jacob Yeager. But that is a big gain. First down, Round Valley.
Yeah, 17-yard pickup by Dylan Workman. Again, that's poor tackling there on behalf of the Show Low Cougars. They're hitting him, and they're hitting him hard, spinning him around. The problem is they're just not wrapping up. They got to put the arms around him and hold him so get the other guys there to go.
And that was a great run by Workman. Workman keeps his legs moving no matter what, whether he's in your grasp or whether nobody's around. Keeps him legs moving. And we're going to have a timeout here by the Round Valley Elks. We're going to take a 60-second timeout. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week presented by Show Low Ford.
When you live on the mountain, you have access to the trusted doctors that you and your family need right here at home. Summit Healthcare has brought more physicians and specialties to the area than ever before. From primary care to orthopedics, cardiology, women's care, and much more. You no longer need to look anywhere else. And with offices conveniently located throughout the White Mountains, our doctors are nearby. So next time you need a doctor, turn to Summit Healthcare.
Face it, when you're feeling frustrated with slow internet, it shows. So stream without the buffering with Cable One high-speed internet. It has up to 100 megabits of blazing speed, and that's faster than those other internet guys. So no matter how many devices you have on at the same time, it's always fast. And that speed, that's written all over your face. Yes! Cable One, the face of fast.
The week presented by Show Low Ford. 8 minutes and 16 seconds remaining here in the first half. Round Valley on top, 13-6 over the Cougars. Comes Adams up under center, got a man in motion, lone back, gonna hand it off to him. He's gonna try to bump out to the near side, takes it back up middle, and just no blocking. The line is just pushing Sholo around, and he's gonna pick up
6 yards on the play.
6-yard pickup. The Cougars have to start doing something up there.
Yeah, the Elks are basically tag teaming on their blocks. They got 2 guys going after one, and when you're running a 4-3 and your linebackers aren't coming up to help out, it's kind of hard for a lineman to take on 2 and 3 guys.
Antonio Solis, Chase Avila, Jacob Yeager, they got to start doing something. There's the snap. Going to hand it off once again to Workman. And there you go. Now the Cougars going to step up. That's going to be 0 pickup.
Maxwell on attack.
Yeah, Kobe on the run there. Again, he got hit right behind the line of scrimmage. Unable to hold him. He was able to get back to the original line of scrimmage. No pickup on the play.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 1, 2, 3, 4. 3rd and 4 for the Elks. 7 minutes and 8 seconds in counting remaining here in the first half. The Elks are trying to protect their 13-6 lead here. Marcus Adams up under center, got a man in motion coming this way. One split out to the far side, lone back, gonna fake the handoff, roll out, looking to pass the ball. Had a man wide open. Number 5 was Jason Wolf, a member of the Wolf Pack, wide open, 1st and 10, Elks.
Pickup of 8 on the play. Again, nobody covering there. They had one man out there covering 3. The looks like possibly the strong safety on that side was just not picking up the players coming and crossing in front of him and where the quarterback was to throw the ball.
I'm not even real sure where Wolf come from. He come from this side, didn't he?
Yes, he came from this near side.
Wide
and
open.
Went all the way across the field.
If he hadn't had to stop and go down for the ball, if he'd hit him in stride, he might still be running. Workman in the backfield. There's a two-man shift. Adams up under center. Going to hand it off to Workman. Coming to the outside, still on his feet. And he's finally a good tackle by number 5, Cal Fawcett.
Pickup of 11 on the play by Dylan Workman. You got to give credit again to number 35, Brian Yellowhorse, as he was able to get outside the defensive end and turn him inside. Allowed his running back to get to the outside and take off running.
Hey, Cougar coaching staff's going to have something to talk about when they get in there at halftime. 6:12 remaining in the first half. Elks on top, 13-6. We have a timeout. We're going to take a 30-second timeout ourselves. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford.
All right, you're clear?
I was just curious. I would like to know where you've been getting all that money you have in your pocket.
Well, don't be curious no more. I stopped by S&D Auto Wrecking the other day. It's like money in the bank. Clean the backyard. It's all worth money. Anything made of steel, copper, brass, anything, it's cash.
Like what kind of stuff?
Metal bed frame, cha-ching. S&D. Our batteries, cha-ching. S&D.
S&D Auto Wrecking. They'll pay you money for any kind of metal?
Anything made of metal.
S&D Auto Wrecking. You know what? I actually might be motivated to clean up the backyard now. 537-7132. S&D Auto Wrecking.
It's like money in the bank.
From the Round Valley Elks Dome over here. Round Valley leads in the ballgame 13-6. It's being brought to you by Sholo Ford. Streaming live in HD at KWKM.com. There's a handoff to Workman right up the middle. Nobody there. Touchdown, Round Valley. There was nobody there.
The Round Valley Elks offensive line is doing a great job again. They basically created that great pocket for what you would see as a normal pass play for him. But that was a huge opening. Workman had nobody to worry about until he got into the secondary. One person was able to reach out and hit him on the shoulder, kind of turn him a little bit, but nothing much until he got to the goal line.
So we have number 18 on the field for the point after. It's down, it's up, and it's good. It's going to bring the score. Round Valley Elks 3, Sholo Cougars 6. We're going to go back and We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week and streaming live in HD at KWKM.com. That's KWKM.com. We'll be back in 30.
Hey guys, who wants pizza? Pizza Factory is the real best place for pizza and Italian cuisine. It's been a staple in the White Mountain community for 24 years. They have something for mom, dad, and the kiddos, like a huge arcade and 3 big flat screen TVs. Pizza Factory is open 7 days a week with a buffet Monday through Friday, daily specials, and a salad bar. They are now scheduling birthday, team, or graduation parties, pastas, calzones, specialty pizzas, and more. We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory in the Old Town Square Plaza in Sholo, 537-7771.
95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford and coming to you in live HD action. Sit in your underwear in the recliner and watch it at KWKM.com. That's KWKM.com. We were talking during the break about we wasn't sure how many players Round Valley lost, but according to the deal, there's not that many seniors on the lineup, so maybe they did lose a bunch. We just didn't realize it. Whatever, the Round Valley Elks has stepped up in this ballgame, and they look good.
Yes, they're doing a fantastic job on that offensive line, making sure that there's plenty of room to either run or pass.
Reedhead back. It's going to be a squibbler, and it's going to go out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
The ball should come back out to about the 30 or 35.
I think the 35-yard line is where they'll bring it back to. Be 1st and 10 for the Cougars from the 35. 6 minutes and 7 seconds remaining here in the first half. Cougars come out and boom, boom, bam. All run plays, and not that many put it in the end zone. Since then, it's been pretty much an Elk ballgame.
Yeah, I don't know if the Sholo Cougar offensive line is, stopped doing as great as they did, or if the actual Round Valley Elks defensive line and linebackers have actually made some great adjustments here after that first one to make some changes so that there's no room to run or time to pass.
That is a very, very good point. We don't know which one has made the adjustment. There goes Reedhead in motion, going to hand it off. And Weston Kind supposed to be the lead blocker, and he's standing right there. He should have tried to break out to the outside. We see a lot of things better than down there on the field for the running back. We can tell them exactly where to run if they'd listen, but they can't see all that we can see.
Reedhead missed the cut on there. Actually, he should have cut inside of Westingheim. And basically, it's the true philosophy and how they teach you in technique. When you're running the ball, you watch which way the back of your defender is. If the back of your defender is towards you and he's got a man on the outside, you cut. If his chest is facing you, you go around him. You always take the back side of your blocker.
There you go. Well, that come from the neck. Take it for what it's worth. The neck, sometimes he misleads us. Sometimes he says just what's right. McGinnis from the shotgun can fake the handoff, rolling here to the near side, looking to pass the ball. And that goes, I don't know who that was intended for. Reedhead down low, was it intended for Jacob Yeager deep? It was right in between them.
Yeah, you had one at the 40, one at the 50, and the ball was there at the 45. And McGinnis again gets away with one that should have been picked off by a Round Valley Elk. So, again, not sure what's going on or what McGinnis is seeing sometimes, but they got to try to make some adjustments here at halftime or this is going to end up as a blowout.
Yes, it is. McGinnis goes off and gets a play from the coaching staff, and they're taking a lot of time to get these plays. They've had a lot of delayed games called against them, about 3. So McGinnis, as Weston Kynes in the backfield, has 2 players split out to the far side. Shotgun. There's the snap. Looking to pass the ball.
Nice pressure.
You can tell me who that was going to.
I can tell you where it's not going. It's not going to intentional grounding, as there was no receiver near where the ball was at. He wasn't outside the pocket. Technically should have been a intentional grounding. Instead, it's an incomplete pass, and the Sholo Cougars are going to face 4th down.
4th down and 1. Here comes Reedhead out to punt the ball. 4th and 1. Let's see if they can get a good punt off here. 5 minutes, 4 seconds remaining in the first half. Round Valley leads 20-6.
The Elk return men are up short there, trying to see if they can get the ball and return it.
There's the snap. There's Reedhead. He gets a bomb this time. Going back. Oh, he touches the ball, but he's going to pick the ball up at about right at the 20-yard line. There's a punt there.
That was nice there. They got a great bounce. Maybe that was the plan. Suck them up here so you can kick it deep and take it down. But instead, it was a nice kick by John Reedhead. He actually got his foot into that, able to take it down. And now here they are deep in their own territory, starting at the 20-yard line, the Elks are.
Jake Reedhead. I'm John.
Jake.
There we go.
John.
So it's going to be 1st and 10, and we're going to have a timeout for the Sholo Cougars. Just under 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford, and streaming live in HD at KWKM.com. That's KWKM.com.
All right, you're clear.
We're here so you don't have to quit fishing or tell the grandkids you can't keep up with them anymore. Wouldn't it be nice to get back in the gym again or be able to play a full 18 like the old days?
Summit Healthcare offers this active community the latest in orthopedic procedures. Whether it's a sports injury, total joint replacement, or something else, have your surgery and rehab right here at home.
Get the most out of life again. Visit summithealthortho.net today.
We're at the Round Valley Dome for the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford and streaming live in HD at KWKM.com. Sholo Cougars have traveled over here to take on the 2A runner-ups from last year, Round Valley Elks. And Round Valley Elks are on top of the Cougars, 20-6. 1st and 10 for the Elks from the 20-yard line, their own 20. Adams up under center, lone back, 2 split out to the near side. Going to hand it off. I think that's Workman once again. He's met by Avia and brought down right there. Going to pick up
about 2 yards.
Yeah, looks like they're going to mark it 3.
Well, they were just this side of the 20 where they marked it and stuff, so
Yeah, so
he's somewhere down about the 22, almost the 23, so it's still just shy of the 23. But, you know, John, you're right. It's Jake Reedhead as punter, but, hey, I figured he took some of John here as he showed the ball some love there, made him sure he got a good stroke on it.
There you go.
Down there.
Hey, that was a good punt by Reedhead there. That's one of the highlights since their opening drive. That's about it. There's a snap to Adams. He's going to hand it off to Workman going to the far side. Nobody there. Nobody there. Finally going to be brought down at about the 46-yard line of the Cougars. Nobody there on that far side to slow down Workman.
No, nobody at all. You saw the linebacker shot right through the gap. He was able to get back there, but there was nobody on that outside to take him down.
No, that was a great run. When you don't have nobody in the hole, though, it makes it kind of easy to do that. So here comes Adams up to the line of scrimmage, single back, two split out to the far side, up under center, and there's a snap. Gonna hand it off, coming to the near side. He's gonna be brought down immediately by Chase Avila and number 9, Zachary Maxwell. And that's gonna bring up second down and
a long 9. Yeah, that was a 32-yard pickup by Dylan Workman as he scrambled, got around to the outside and took off running. And this time, finally, the Show Low Cougars actually got some penetration in the right location and brought down Kobe for no gain on that play.
And here comes Adams up under center, two to the far side, lone back. There's the snap, rolling out here to the near side, going to try to dump it off and just passed it a little bit short. Looking to do a quick little out pattern to number 35. That is Yellow Horse. Yes, Brian Christensen, Yellow Horse.
Yeah, they figured everybody's coming inside here. Why not? As and nobody was around Yellow Horse when he took off out from the. He sat out as a not quite a wing back, but he was kind of an inside wing. As he lined up inside the tight end and just able to release outside, and still nobody there. But good thing the ball was incomplete. For the Show Low Cougars.
They've worked that outside pretty good. Two to the far side, man coming in motion. Adams up under center. There's the snap. Here comes a defense, gonna dump it off. Beautiful screen to Workman. Workman still on his feet. Still on his feet. He's gonna push the defense. Where did they bring him down at?
It's at the 45. I think they're gonna mark him down at about the 2.
Wow.
So a 43-yard pickup on that screen pass.
And that's going to bring up 1st and 10. It's going to bring up 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. They just pushed the Cougars around on that play there. Flat out pushed them around. I think there might be a lot of yelling in the locker room of the Cougars at halftime. That's my prediction. What do you think, Hugh?
Yelling will solve nothing. It's one of those, he's just got to make some changes to the game plan and how they play.
Some massive changes. Adams up under center. High formation, going to hand it off. And right straight in. That's going to be Joshua Covey in for the touchdown. Once again, they just blew the Cougars backwards.
There was nobody there. You had one Cougar standing at the half-yard line. The problem was he was just standing, and when you're standing and you got a movable object coming at you, the only place you're going to go is backwards, and that's what Covey did. Knocked him into the end zone for the 2-yard touchdown run.
That brings the score 26-6. Round Valley on top. There's the boot. It's up. It's good. Mark the score. Round Valley 27. Show Low 6. We're going to take it back to the studio for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Show Low Ford and streaming live in HD at KWKM.com. That's KWKM.com. We'll be back in 30.
Diamond Auto Glass provides the finest full-service mobile and in-shop glass repair services, from free chip repair to windshield replacement, tinting, and more. We're here to pamper you and your car.
Black Diamond Auto Glass. Yeah.
We know cars and trucks at Williams Brothers Auto Service. Our certified mechanics employ today's latest automotive technology and are equipped to handle all major and minor auto repair services on foreign and domestic vehicles. Locations in Show Low and Snowflake.
From the Round Valley Dome, presented by Show Low Ford and streaming live in HD at KWKM.com. That's KWKM.com. Show Low Cougars have traveled over here to take on the runner-up from the 2A championship last year, the Round Valley Elks, on their home field. And Round Valley has put together a game plan that has the Cougars debacle. They're just taking advantage of the Cougars.
It was from the first drive the Cougars had offensive lead to the first drive the Elks had, where they went nowhere and had to get rid of the ball. This is a completely different Elks team, as it looks like they've made some adjustments on the fly, while the Show Low Cougars have been caught flat.
They have made some adjustments. I don't know if they really made the adjustments or if the Cougars have just gotten worse executing. Either way, the Cougars are back to return the ball. 2 minutes and 36 seconds remaining in the first half. There's a kickoff. It's going to go to Dalen Toon. Toon still on his feet. He's breaking it. He's off. He's off to the races, ladies and gentlemen. Guess what? Touchdown, Cougars.
That was a beautiful run by number 12, Toon, on that one. He took the ball somewhere about the 10-yard line. And the way that it went, the Round Valley Elks on this kickoff have been coming from the outside. So it was just one of those that if you can just get past that first wave of the Elks that are coming from the outside, there's not much in between there for them to stop you at. And that's exactly what happened, is Toon just took it straight up the middle and got to the outside for a 90-yard touchdown kickoff return.
Right down here about the 20-yard line, they got a hole opened up, and Toon tuned it up. I believe Toon is a transfer from one of the Valley schools. I can't think right off the bat, from like one of the 5A, 6A schools. Just moved up here this year.
I believe they decided to try to get out of the heat.
Maybe. Maybe so. We got, and we're going to have a delay of game. Is that what we're going to do? We got a flag in the air, and the official doesn't even know what he called. The official is going to call, I'm not sure.
13 guys on the field?
13 guys on the field. I didn't so
12. They had 12 on the field. I must have counted somebody. He must have ran quickly and got into another location when I was counting.
So it's going to back it up. So it's going to be a 10, where they put the ball at.
It's going to be a 2-point conversion.
It's going to be a 2-point conversion. McGinnis put Weston Kimes in motion. He's rolling out to the far side. There's a pass. Oh, wow. Wow, he got up and caught that ball. Dalen Toon got up above that. That defender was in perfect position.
He just did not have able to come down in bounds there, but he did. He climbed a ladder to get that ball. Wow. That ball was a good 2-3 feet above his head. He leaped up there, got it, but just didn't come down in bounds. That was incomplete.
That was very, very impressive. Nonetheless, it's going to bring the score Round Valley 27, Show Low 12, 2 minutes and 23 seconds remaining here in the first half. We're going to take let's don't take a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it here. They act like they're going to move the ball in quick. Let's talk about what the Cougars have to do at halftime. What adjustments are they just getting pushed around up front?
From what I see, John, the things that they're going to have to make the biggest adjustments going to be on defense. They've mixed up between running a 3-4 and a 4-3, and they got to figure out exactly which one they're doing. But whichever it is, they need to make sure that if they're going to stack on the outside and make sure they can't go to the outside, they better make sure their linebackers are covering the inside, because it seems like they cover one and not the other, and that's where they end up getting beat, and somebody isn't paying attention once they break that first level to come up and stop the run.
You know, I wish I had a TV and I could be watching at KWKM.com, and I could see what was going on, because kind of from what I see up here, the Cougars line, although they had a great opening drive, they seem to be getting schooled out there. Mikey Mariscal back deep. There's a couple more. There's the kickoff. Good kickoff into the end zone. Beautiful kickoff. Beautiful kickoff.
Another good kick there by, is that Jan?
I don't remember his name. Jan Jenkins?
No, Jan, he's further down.
Right. Oh, what's his number? I can't see him. What is his number? We're going to find that for you here in a minute. It's 1st and 10 for the Elks from the 20.
Jan Ramirez,
I just found him too. Jan Ramirez, number 30. So we have 2:23 remaining in the first half. Cougars trail 27-12. Just have a little spark of hope happen right there on the run back by Toon. Adams from the shotgun, 3 to the near side, single back, gonna fake the handoff. Adams gonna keep it himself, and he's gonna be brought down at the, looks like about the 32-yard line, 1st and 10, Round Valley.
Pick up a 12 on the play by Marcus Adams.
Cal Fawcett made an excellent stop right there. They just kind of both lowered their head. That could have been an injury right there. I hate it when they lower their heads like that. Head to head scares me half to death, man. There's a lot of stuff that we've heard recent years about concussions and stuff, and I just cringe when I see that happen.
They also got to make sure that Cal Fawcett actually steps into that instead of waiting for the guy to come to him.
Waiting for it. Here comes Adams from the shotgun. 1 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Going to keep it himself once again. Coming to the outside. Going to be brought down. Adams lowers his head every time, and that makes me cringe. Right before he gets tackled, he drops his head every time, and I just don't like it. We're going to have a timeout by the Elks. So we're going to take a 30-second timeout. Round Valley Elks 27, Sholo 12. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week presented by Sholo Ford and streaming live in HD at KWKM.com. That's KWKM.com. We'll be back in 30.
Your car is like an extension of you. So TEPS Cleaning and Detail Services is exactly who you will call to take extra care and pride in making your car look its best all around. People are talking about TEPS Cleaning and Detail Services and the amazing work they do for your vehicle. They offer hand washes or power washes, plus interior detailing starting at $80 and exterior detailing starting at $100. Please call for an estimate, 928-537-8377. TEPS Cleaning and Detail Services at Splash-Car Washes Sholo. Like their page on Facebook.
5.7 Hot FM Game of the Week presented by Sholo Ford. Sholo Cougars have made the trip over here to the Dome to take on the Round Valley Elks. And thus far, 1 minute 32 seconds remaining in the first half. It's Round Valley 27, Sholo 12. Adams going from the shotgun to the near side, to the far side, lone back. Going to go in motion is Workman. There's the snap. Looks like he's going to try to keep it once again, and Chase Avia is all over that one for a loss of downs over there. Loss of yards. And they're going to mark it right at the marker, so it's going to be 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10, loss of 3 on the play. And John, to go back when you're talking about Marcus Adams dropping his head and everything, to those of you out there that are playing, learning how to play, and going to be getting into this game, there's a difference between lowering your head and lowering your shoulder. And when you're running the ball and you're about ready to get hit, you lower the shoulder, but you still keep your head up so you can see what's going. What John's talking about is you put your head down so you can't really see where you're going.
There's been a lot of injuries like that. Adams from the shotgun, look for a quick pass. Got some blockers out there, and that's going to be close, and it looks like they're going to give him a good mark. Right at the first down marker, it's going to be 1st and 10. 38 seconds remaining here in the first half, and it's going to be 1st and 10, Elks. And Sholo, I believe the Round Valley is going to try to air this out, which I don't think they have to. I think they just have to run it. They've been pushing them around, but we'll see what happens. Adams from the shotgun, 1 to the far side, 3 to the near side, lone back. There's the snap, looking to pass, and he's going to be nailed, and he's going to lose the ball. Wow, he got nailed by number 52, Vidal Marino, and that was a hit. That was a hit, and he lost the ball. I think it's going to be Cougar ball.
Or I think the officials are trying to sort it out. They're actually going to give the ball back to him, standing that he let the ball go as he was on the ground, but he did. He took a hit.
But Dal Marino took a hit right there. 1 second, there you go, time's out. That's why they didn't worry about it. So that's the end of the first half. Round Valley Elks 27, Show Low Cougars 12. I'm anxious to see how Adams comes back up after halftime, because that was a heck of a hit right there. We're going to go back to the studio for 2 minutes. You've been listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Gaming Week, presented by Show Low Ford, and we'll be back with the Black Diamond Auto Blast halftime show in 2 minutes.
When you live on the mountain, you have access to the trusted doctors that you and your family need right here at home. Summit Healthcare has brought more physicians and specialties to the area than ever before. From primary care to orthopedics, cardiology, women's care, and much more. You no longer need to look anywhere else. And with offices conveniently located throughout the White Mountains, our doctors are nearby. So next time you need a doctor, turn to Summit Healthcare.
Good luck for your dance team. Welcome to the field, Round Valley Mini Cheer Camp and Round Valley cheerleaders.
We have to get up in the right spot, John. What's happening? Are you on your hill? Good. Yeah. Oh no, they saw us here the whole time. Okay. They don't character kids in hell. Kids must not be playing.
Down ballot mini chair. McKinley Nelson, your mom is waiting for you down by the concession stand. If you know McKinley Nelson, help her get to her mom down by the concession stand. Her mom is lost and needs her help. McKinley Nelson, meet your mom down at the concession stand. Mackenzie Nelson. Mackenzie Nelson, go to the concession stand.
Changes here on the fly as they were able to go through and come up with some sort of antidote for whatever the Cougars threw at them, and they quickly were able to take a 27-6 lead before there was actually a 90-yard touchdown kickoff return by the Sholo Cougars, and here we are now 27-12, and as John and I were talking in the first half, it's one of those things that, you know, what's actually going to happen in that locker room for the Sholo Cougars? Is it going to be a yelling job, or is it just going to be one of those that the Sholo coaches are going to need to get together with their players and make changes to the defense?
And I don't know. I'm not real sure what's really transpired. It seems like Round Valley has taken over up front. They're opening huge holes for their running backs. Workman has taken advantage of those big holes. Has been running everywhere. And I want to take this opportunity to give a shout out to Houston, Texas, Trey and Cheyenne Capagnia. I hope I got that name close. They are watching in live HD from Houston, Texas. Thanks for joining us. It's a great ball game, but it's been great for Round Valley thus far. So we have an update. Snowflake Lobos 49-49, Tuba City 6. That's a final score. You kind of expect that, traveling up to a small reservation team. So Snowflake is alive and well. Like I said, Snowflake said they only had 3 returning players that played any varsity. We have exactly 2 minutes and counting remaining here in the Black Diamond Auto Glass halftime show. Do you have anything to wrap it up?
You know, it's just one of those things, John, when you sit there and look at what the Sholo Cougars need to do, and the biggest thing is they need to be getting off the ball on offense on their offensive line, and they need to start making the blocks and holding them. Not holding as in throw a penalty holding, but holding their blocks as far as instead of just hitting the man and releasing them. And that kind of seems of what's going on to them on the offensive side is they get out, they make a hit, but they kind of let their guy go and they don't keep following up to make sure that the plays pass them by that time. On the defensive side, it's one of those that I'm not sure what they have to do. It seems that there's always some sort of answer. You know, it's kind of like Tom Brady's offense there. There always seems to be some sort of answer for the defense that comes against them. And the biggest thing that I see that they need to do is they need to make the tackles, John. That's all there is to it, because they've blown so many tackles up front, allowing the guys to get big, long runs.
They have blown a lot of tackles. So we're going to wrap up the Black Diamond Hourglass halftime show. We're going to take it back to the studio for 30 seconds, and we'll be back to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week. So you've been listening to the Black Diamond Hourglass halftime show. We're going to go back to the studio for 30 seconds.
All right, you're clear?
Thank you.
All right, so it's 30 seconds before I just have to be this halftime outro anyway.
Say that again?
The halftime intro is just going to be 30 seconds, so yeah, 15 right now.
Okay, perfect. That's perfect.
I would do the intro and then a 30-second commercial as well.
I wouldn't. We only have 18 seconds till kickoff.
All right, we have 5, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you for staying with us for the Black Diamond Auto Glass halftime show, and thanks for coming back for the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week presented by Sholo Ford. There's the horn, and we're fixing to get underway for the second half. We have the Round Valley Elks 27, the Sholo Cougars 12. Well, we just got another 3 minutes on the clock. So 2 minutes and 48 seconds. So let's go back to the studio for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford.
All right,
Face it. When you're feeling frustrated with slow internet, it shows. So stream without the buffering with Cable One high-speed internet. It has up to 100 megabits of blazing speed, and that's faster than those other internet guys. So no matter how many devices you have on at the same time, it's always fast. And that speed, that's written all over your face. Cable One, the face of fast.
I was just curious. I would like to know where you've been getting all that money you have in your pocket.
Well, don't be curious no more. I stopped by S&D Auto Wrecking the other day. It's like money in the bank. Clean the backyard. It's all worth money. Anything made of steel, copper, brass, anything, it's cash.
Like what kind of stuff?
Metal bed frame, cha-ching. S&D. Our batteries, cha-ching. S&D.
S&D Auto Wrecking. They'll pay you money for any kind of metal?
Anything made of metal.
S&D Auto Wrecking. You know what? I actually might be motivated to clean up the backyard now. 537-7132. S&D Auto Wrecking.
It's like money in the bank.
We're here so you don't have to quit fishing or tell the grandkids you can't keep up with them anymore. Wouldn't it be nice to get back in the gym again or be able to play a full 18 like the old days?
Summit Healthcare offers this active community the latest in orthopedic procedures. Whether it's a sports injury, total joint replacement, or something else, have your surgery and rehab right here at home.
Get the most out of life again. Visit summithealthortho.net today.
Your car is like an extension of you, so TEPS Cleaning and Detail Services is exactly who you would call to take extra care and pride in making your car look its best all around. People are talking about TEPS Cleaning and Detail Services and the amazing work they do for your vehicle. They offer hand washes or power washes, plus interior detailing starting at $80 and exterior detailing starting at $100. Please call for an estimate, 928-537-8377. TEPS Cleaning and Detail Services at Splash Car Washes Sholo. Like their page on Facebook.
Presented by Sholo Ford, streaming live in HD at KWKM.com. That's KWKM.com. The Round Valley Elks will receive the kickoff here to start off the second half, and they lead in the ballgame, 27-12. We're going to see just how halftime went for the Cougars, see if they made some adjustments, got the right heads turned around out here. You know, we saw a big hit on Marcus Adams right before halftime. A big, big hit. We even thought he coughed up the ball, went on into halftime. But I saw him out there warming up. I think he's going to be all right, but that was a ferocious hit.
You know, that is one of those that a defensive lineman just savors for. They're licking spare ribs at that point in time. They see something coming through, and they're taking a good hit.
And that was a great hit. So the kickoff for show is going to be Dax Hatch. There's the kick. It's going to go all the way back to right at the goal line. And that is Adams. No, that's number 4, still on his feet. That is Michael Mariscal. Big hit at about the 25.5-yard line. Yeah, Michael Mariscal took the ball right there at
the 1-foot line there. His foot almost actually went in the end zone. Came out, brought it out to about the 26, and as he hit the 26, it was big number 71, 6'3", 220, Chase Sevilla, that just put a hurting on him and knocked him flat.
Chase Sevilla. And here come the Round Valley Elks. It's going to be Marcus Adams, number 1, up under center. 2 to the far side, lone back. And here's the snap, and he's going to hand it off. That's going to be number 42, Dylan Workman. It's going to be a pickup of 6.
going to actually be marked down at about 5.5, so it's a 5-yard pickup by Dylan Workman. But at least at that point in time, somebody actually was able to make the tackle before Dylan Workman got further downfield and made more damage. So at least there's some sort of tackling going on upfield there, a little bit better for the Cougars here.
The Cougars
have the second half.
Cougars have to get something going here on defense. Otherwise, there's no way they can get back in this ballgame. Trading points for points, they can't do it. So they got to get the defense going. Adams up under center. Got a man scooting over in motion. Going to hand it off once again, Workman. And he's going to be brought down right at the...
It's going to be a first down, pick up a 5 on that run.
It'll be 1st and 10.
And this is one of those, the Show Low Cougars actually knew which side it was going to. They had 4 guys covering on 3, and yet they still couldn't make the penetration to get in the backfield to stop Workman.
It seems as though they're just pushing them all over the field. Let me see if I can keep these guys out of the video range. Hey, can you watch that camera, please? We're online. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're going to have a penalty flag thrown.
Going to get a false start there against the Brown Valley Elks. You had 2 men that were doing a shift. The line had already put their hands down on the ground, and the right guard at that point in time came up out of his stance, quickly throw the flag, moving back 5 yards. 1st and 15.
Brown Valley seems to have control of the game, other than that penalty right there. They're going to do a 2-man shift to the far side. 2 men split out wide to the far side, and they're going to hand it off once again. Cougars were there. That's a face mask. That's a face mask. And that's going to be a big penalty against the Cougars defense there, but that was a face mask tackle right there.
Well, from my end, it almost looked like he got up and got the collar.
I don't think so.
Because I didn't see a head turn around, I just saw him being pulled down.
Pulled down, 15-yard penalty against the Cougars, and that's going to move the ball all the way up to midfield. 1st and 10 for the Elks from midfield, just inside of midfield. On the backside, on the Elks side, 10 minutes and 21 seconds and counting remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Brown Valley 27, Show Low 12. Adams up under center, 2 split out here to the near side. Lone back, going to hand it off to him once again. Goes around the outside, and he's going to pick up about 5.
Again, John, the play before this one, again, we saw that you had 2 Show Low Cougars in the backfield, and yet they just kind of watched Workman just run by him here. Again, on this play here, number 35, it was nice little Brian Yellowhorse that actually got the block, kick out that defensive end, opening out that run there to allow Workman to pick up 5.
Here comes Adams up under center, split 2 out here to the near side, lone back. There's a snap, gonna hand it off once again, and he's gonna keep driving, and he's gonna pick up about 3, and that is Joshua Covey with the carry there. So the Elks come out in the second half doing the same thing in the first half, just moving the ball.
They are moving the ball very well. They are utilizing this wing back of theirs, number 35, Brian Yellowhorse, who's able to come in motion and kick someone out, basically freeing up the running back to catch some extra yardage.
And here comes Adams up under center, I formation, going to hand it off to the second back, Covey, and Covey's going to pick up the first down.
Yeah, Covey's going to pick up 3 on that play. That was big number 58 that actually got in the backfield. Number 58, Thaddeus Coriel. He got in the backfield. The problem was his head was down at the time when he got through. He wasn't able to look up and see the running back right next to him as he was able to scooch forward and pick up 3 for the first down.
So we're going to see if the line for the Cougars can get something done here. Looks like we have a couple subs. Up under center is Adams. I formation, going to hand it off to Covey again, still on his feet. Going to be brought down. There's the ball.
Ball was down.
Oh, they're going to say he was down. Whoa. That was a quick whistle there. So he's going to pick up about, what did he pick up there? 7?
Pick up a 5 on the play.
5?
Yeah, only 5 on the play there. He started at the 39. He got down in just inside the 34. But again, John, there was 2 Sholo Cougars in the backfield just watching the running back go right on by him.
Yeah, I don't know. The Cougars going to have to get something going here. Adams up under center, I formations, 2 split out to the far side. Waiting the snap. There's the snap. Going to hand it off to Workman. Workman's going to meet main man, Weston Kimes. Weston Kimes is all over him, and that's going to be a big loss there.
Yeah, Weston Kimes actually, number 8, did the kick-out block on the defensive end. Weston Kimes saw the running back coming in, quickly shot that gap and shut the hole down, took him down for a 2-yard loss.
They got a great mark there. So the Cougars are ready. Looks like they're breathing hard up there on the line. Chase Sevilla. Antonio Solis. Here comes Adams up under center, trying to get a man in motion. Finally goes. There's the snap. Going to fake the handoff, rolling out to the near side, looking to pass the ball. And it's going to be incomplete. Weston Kimes is all over Adams there.
Again, now this is where we saw them last year with their nice little linebackers were able to read the play and quickly shoot in. That's exactly what happened on this one. Weston Kimes saw that this was going to be a bootleg pass, saw Adams roll out, quickly shot forward on him, and number 22 actually, Trace Neff, I believe it is, for Sholo, got his hands up to tip the ball. So the ball fell down and no pickup for the Round Valley Elks on that play.
So they're saying 4th and 7. There's the snap. And Adams going to get a boot on it. You see where it goes. And it's not much of a punt. It's going to go out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
That's about the 17, actually. 16, 17, that's not even close to the 12 there, John.
Yeah, no, I'm way off there. I missed the 5-yard marker.
I know you were listening to the announcer upstairs there, and he just seemed to, that's about the 17.
Yeah, they act like you knew what he was talking about. What can I say? Hey, if you act like you know what you're doing, you can get away with a lot of stuff. So here comes the Cougars back out. Colton McGinnis bringing his offense back out here.
Yeah, so the defense has made the stop that the Sholo Cougars needed. Now let's see if they made any adjustments on offense.
McGinnis from the shotgun has Weston Kimes in the backfield. And we're going to call a false start against Sholo. I don't know who they called the false start on there. Going to call it on Reedhead, the man going in motion.
I'm not, unless Reedhead lined up actually on the line and went in motion, that isn't illegal procedure.
He's off the line. So here comes McGinnis. Man in motion once again. There's a snap. Rolling out to the far side, looking to pass the ball. Has a man over there. Still on his feet. Dalen Toon with the big kickoff return for a touchdown. Toon getting involved on offense there with the reception.
3-yard pickup on the play there by Toon.
And that's going to bring up 2nd and about 12, looks like. McGinnis goes out and gets the play. Comes back in. Round Valley has control of this game thus far. Sholo finally got a stop there. See what they can do with it. McGinnis brings his offense out. Got one split out here to the near side. Lone back. Shotgun, man in motion. There's a snap. Gonna hand it off to Kimes. Somebody shot in there beautifully and stopped Kimes in the backfield.
Yeah, loss of 2 on the play for Kimes. The problem on that was the Round Valley Elks were sitting on the outside of that the offensive tackle, and there was nobody to block for him when they pulled Reedhead in motion. So they pretty much had a clean shot at Weston Kimes at that point in time.
Beautiful stop by the Elks. Somebody dove in quick. So McGinnis bringing his offense back out, has the play called in, telling his offense about it. They're going to send 3 out here to the near side. 1 to the far side. Weston Kimes in the backfield. There's the snap. Kimes blocking. There's the pass. That's pass interference there. Big time. pushed him out, shoved him out of bounds.
I'm not sure what number 10 was thinking. Number 10 for the Elks, LJ Foster, or is that LT Foster?
I don't know. LT, LJ, just Foster.
Not sure. Yeah, number 10 Foster on that play had his man, great coverage, but for some reason he gave a shove at the last second. Ball was in the air, ends up pass interference. Should be 15 yards and a first down.
Should be 15. Just shoved him out of bounds right there at the end. And where are the Cougars? Oh, they're backing up so they can see where to start from. And it'll be 1st and 10 without a doubt. And they're going to mark the ball at the...
First down 10 for Cougars.
Yeah, they were basically a 1st and 13 at that point in time, or a 2nd and 13, and so 15 yards gives them 2 yards extra, so
they're at the 28-yard line now, 1st and 10. Cougars have Kimes in the backfield, one split out to the far side. McGinnis from the shotgun, there's a snap. Gonna fake the handoff, gonna hand it off, coming to the far side to number 5, I believe, Cal Fawcett.
Brought down on the field by
Cal, I'm a runner, not a dripper, Fawcett. And that's gonna bring up 2nd down and about 3? 1, 2, 3. Beautiful run by Fawcett.
yeah, 7-yard run by him is basically a misdirection sweep around to the left as he came in motion, took the handoff. After they faked the handoff up the middle to Kimes, so Sholo Cougars facing a 2nd and 3.
Cougars send out Bialba way outside here to the near side. Kimes in the backfield from the shotgun. Send Reedhead in motion. There's a snap. McGinnis looking here to the outside, hits his man, Bialba. 1st and 10, Cougars.
Pickup of about 5 yards on that play to Bialba. It's one of those things, though, that Reedhead's going to have to be very careful when he comes in motion. He kind of starts to veer towards the line of scrimmage before the ball is snapped, and he's got to be careful because that could be called for an illegal procedure.
Yes, it can be. He makes that motion to the line too quick. They will drop that yellow flag. So they're going to split one wide to the far side. Kimes in the backfield. McGinnis from the shotgun. Reedhead in motion. There's a snap. You hand it off to Kimes. Doesn't really have nowhere to go. And they bring him down by his legs. The pickup of about
one on that play. The Sholo Cougars are not paying very much attention to that outside linebacker. Is it number 5, Kason Wolf, is their outside linebacker, and he's just reading, and he quickly crashes in when he needs to at the right time, and nobody's putting a paw on him to block him, slow him down, not even giving him a chip shot so that he just kind of bounces and grazes away from somebody. He's getting free shots into the backfield of the Sholo Cougars. He's doing a terrific job keeping them off balance.
So McGinnis is waiting for Keegan Clarke to get in here. It's going to be 2nd and 9. McGinnis from the shotgun. Weston Kimes in the backfield looking to pass the ball, going to air it out. And there's nothing there.
There was nobody home on that one. He threw that ball. He threw that ball about 10 yards deeper than his receiver and about 10 yards inside.
Inside, yeah.
You know, at least nobody was around that could have gotten to the ball defensively either. So, incomplete pass brings up 3rd down for the Sholo Cougars.
3rd and 9. We want to remind everybody you can watch this game and all the games that we cover throughout the season at KWKM.com. That's KWKM.com. Live HD streaming around the world. Call your friends and family that haven't seen your kid play and have them tune in. We're in Houston, Texas right now being watched. Here comes
watch number 5, John.
Here comes McGinnis. Can hand it off to Reedhead. Reedhead trying to get around the outside. Beautiful play by Foster, number 10. Bring him down for a loss.
Foster stayed home, stayed outside. There was the receiver to that far side didn't get a block out there, so there was no way that anything was going to free up to the outside. So it'll be 4th down, and it looks like it was a loss of 2 on that play.
Reedhead couldn't get around the outside. Foster stayed home, and great defense by Foster. Foster's going to be one of them back to receive this punt. L.J. Foster and Mikey Mariscal. Reedhead back to punt. 2 minutes and counting remaining here in the third quarter. Round Valley on top, 27-12. Reed back. There's the snap. And there's the punt. Not real good of a punt. Bounced outside of his foot, and it's going to go to the 36-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10 Elks. That wasn't, how many yards is that?
What's 25 is what it came to, because I believe he's back at about the 30. And it's leaving them free to come in and make the tackle.
So here comes Adams, going to go from the shotgun this time. Single back, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. And waiting the snap. There's the snap. Going to hand it off to Workman. Going to come to the outside, going to bounce out, literally bounce out to the outside. And he's going to pick up 7 yards. Going to be 2nd down and 3.
And again, John, you saw in that play that the Elks basically shoved that defensive line back about 4 yards, and there was nobody near Workman when he got the ball until he got 5 yards downfield.
No, the Round Valley Elks have just, well, they have the momentum. In high school sports, if you have the momentum, you can get a lot more performance out of these kids. But I don't know if it's so much that or if the Cougars are just lackadaisical. From the shotgun, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side, hand it off right up the middle. And breaking it loose. And he's going to be brought down. Like he's going to be brought down about the, I don't know where they finally brought him down. It's like number 3.
35-yard pickup by Workman on that play.
Jacob Yeager finally brings him down.
And you know, he broke a couple ankles back there on Jared Nelson as Jared Nelson was flat-foot backpedaling, it seemed like, and he just kind of fell over his own feet, broke his ankles as Workman just kind of juked him right out of it, and away he went for that big old 35-yard rumble.
We got a big substitute coming in here, number 59, Gino Ackerman. He is a foreign exchange student. I don't know where Gino come from. He's up on the line over there. We're waiting the snap. There's the snap. Can fake the handoff. Gino was right there. Gino tried to get an arm on him, couldn't get an arm on him. And Adams is going to pick up about 9 yards.
Half a football.
Well, yeah, he almost picked up 10. Gino almost got an arm in there.
So 9 yards on a play by Marcus Adams. And you're right, Gino held his block, was able to do what he needed to. He just had no support from the other tackle there that should have been inside to help the stop. Instead, it's just, he's the only one that kind of held the line.
You know, I'm not real sure if Gino ever played American-style football. I had a chance to talk to him at practice one day. There's a handoff. Kobe. He didn't get touched until the end zone. Touchdown, Elks. He didn't get touched though. He was in the end zone.
Well, you know, John, I'm going to say this name and number again. I've been calling his name and number all night on the offensive line. That play would not have been possible had it not been for Brian Yellowhorse. Brian Yellowhorse came from the strong side, came across, and took out 2 guys that were about ready to tackle Kobe on that play.
Yellowhorse has had an outstanding game. Outstanding game. There's the ball. It's down. It's up. And it's good. Mark the score, Round Valley 34, Sholo 12. We're going to go back to the studio for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford and streaming live in HD at KWKM.com. That's KWKM.com.
All right, you're clear, Helen?
Diamond Auto Glass provides the finest full-service mobile and in-shop glass repair services. From free chip repair to windshield replacement, tinting, and more. We're here to pamper you and your car.
Black Diamond Auto Glass. Yeah.
We know cars and trucks at Williams Brothers Auto Service. Our certified mechanics employ today's latest automotive technology and are equipped to handle all major and minor auto repair services on foreign and domestic vehicles. Locations in Sholo and Snowflake.
who want pizza. Pizza Factory is the real best place for pizza and Italian cuisine. It's been a staple in the White Mountain community for 24 years. They have something for mom, dad, and the kiddos, like a huge arcade and 3 big flat screen TVs. Pizza Factory is open 7 days a week with a buffet Monday through Friday, daily specials, and a salad bar. They are now scheduling birthday, team, or graduation parties, pastas, calzones, specialty pizzas, and more. We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory in the Old Town Square Plaza in Sholo, 537-7771.
Back to return the ball is going to be Reedhead and Toon. I think we're saying his name right. Toon had a big run back a while ago to move the Cougars score to 12. There's a kickoff. Toon's going to take it. Has some blockers up front. He don't know. He's going to try to get to the outside. Going to push away one would-be tackler and going to get brought down right at about the 25, 26-yard line, I think. We'll have to wait and see. It's on the near side. We can't see.
Right at 25 there, John.
Right at the 25.
So he bobbled the ball at about the 11-yard line, was able to actually maneuver his way around, get a stiff arm down at the 15-yard line to get him outside and pick up 10 of what could have been a busted play and a bad break for Sholo Cougars.
So, you know, our big question was coming in at halftime. The Cougars made the stop, done what they should have done on defense to see if they could go ahead and gain some momentum. And I think they just answered it. They couldn't because Round Valley put it back in the end zone.
Well, you know, John, it's one of those things. The defense can only do so much. If the offense isn't going to move the ball or do something, you kind of start to see that the other side of the ball sooner or later kind of goes down as well.
You're absolutely correct there. McGinnis, 2 split out to the far side, 1 to the near side. Looking to pass the ball. Looks like it was an early hit, but it's going to be caught by Ethan Herschel Walker. And I believe that hit was there early.
Yep, there is a flag on the play. Going to get illegal contact.
And I believe I think that'll be 15 yards, automatic first down. Well, they wouldn't be talking about it, I don't think, if it was that close cut.
The announcer's saying pass interference. I'm looking to see what we have for the officials, what they say.
Pass interference, I believe. And they're going to move the ball on up. From the spot of the foul. From the spot of the foul.
Well, he might say from the spot. He only marked it 10 from the spot
10
of the
from
foul.
the spot.
So it's 15 from the line of scrimmage.
Oh, that's true. He picked up 5. That was a great catch by Herschel Walker there.
Able to keep on the hold of the ball when the hit was coming early.
That hit was there early. McGinnis from the shotgun. Weston Kimes back there. 2 split out to the far side, 1 to the near side, looking to pass the ball.
Across the middle, nice play.
Whoa.
Nice play there.
That,
Ziegler tipping it up.
Number 3, Hunter Ziegler, did exactly what he was supposed to. He came in, he couldn't get a hold of it, and he tipped the ball up in the air and stuff, but none of the other defenders were watching where the ball was, and it hit someone in the back of their leg and dropped for an incomplete pass.
Kept the ball wide there, kind of like playing hacky sack. Nobody was there to catch it.
But the Sholo Cougars, for some reason, had 2 men in the same spot. The problem with that is it only takes 1 man to defend 2 people in the same place.
That's right, and the ball still wasn't really to either one. McGinnis from the shotgun, 2 split out to the far side, 1 to the near side. Lone back is Kimes. There's a snap. Look, they're diving in on him. There's the pass over to the far outside. Cal Fawcett, and Fawcett's going to pick up
8-yard gain on the play.
Announcer saying 8 yards. That's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. And that'll bring up 3rd and short.
So it is a pickup of 8.
So we're going to go back for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford and streaming live in HD at KWKM.com. That's KWKM.com.
When you live on the mountain, you have access to the trusted doctors that you and your family need right here at home. Summit Healthcare has brought more physicians and specialties to the area than ever before. From primary care to orthopedics, cardiology, women's care, and much more. You no longer need to look anywhere else. And with offices conveniently located throughout the White Mountains, our doctors are nearby. So next time you need a doctor, turn to Summit Healthcare.
By Sholo Ford and streaming live in HD at KWKM.com. That's KWKM.com. We're coming to you live from the Round Valley Dome where it's the Round Valley Elks 34, Show Low Cougars 12. Cougars just can't seem to get anything going consistently. They start off the ball game, boom, 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 and run it right in the end zone. Since then, it's been all Elk. McGinnis from the shotgun going the opposite direction now, from the tuner to the volume, rolling out, looking to pass. Nobody there. Now he tries to get it up. And if it wasn't for Keegan Clarke playing defense, that would have been an interception.
That ball was in the hands of number 4, who is, who's that, Michael
Mariscal. Mikey Mariscal.
Had his hand on the ball, and Keegan Clarke got his hand in there to knock it away. And again, the accuracy here of Colton McGinnis is just kind of hurting the Show Low Cougars.
So it's going to be a long 4th and 2. What I mean by long is not long in yardage. It's just by what's been going on here. It's going to be hard for them to get it. It's 4th and 2. The linebackers from the Elks are just moving around and diving. They're going wherever. No blocking. So here comes McGinnis from the shotgun. Looks like they're going to load him up. Here on the near side, lone back is Weston Kimes. There's the snap, going to fake it to Kimes, looking to pass the ball. And he's going to hit him at the 40-yard line. That is number 2, Keegan Clarke, sophomore. Beautiful pass, beautiful catch. First down, Cougars.
Pick up a 12 on the play there for Keegan Clarke.
They got to start switching stuff up here just like that. You know, they've been relying too much on the run since the first drive, and they're just not getting it done. If they can get McGinnis to stay a little more consistent with accuracy, Cougars could get something going. McGinnis from the shotgun stacked him up here on the near side, rolling out to the near side, looking to pass the ball, and
way overthrown.
That's what I meant by consistently accurate.
We got an illegal procedure call over here. Let's see if the Elks decide to take it and move him back, or figure that they'll just decline it and go from there.
That was not consistently accurate. We're going to see what's happening here. What are they saying? Reedhead's out there arguing. I don't know what they're saying.
Not sure.
I'm not sure either.
I know it's going to be a penalty. I'm not sure if the other line's judge is trying to wave it off or what, but
they're just trying to wave it off because I think they're calling on Reedhead. He looks to the official to make sure he's on the line.
So we have here with the referees are still in conference.
The official's still talking, and they're not going to penalize him.
They're going to wave the flag.
Wave the flag, yeah. He looks to the official to see if he's on the right spot. If the official says yes, then he's good to go.
I don't know if I was the Cougars, I would rather have the penalty and mark us back 5 yards and give us 4 more downs instead of 3.
I would too. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Second and 10. McGinnis is alone in the backfield. There's the snap. There's a quick pass out there.
Nice pass over
Over
there.
there to, is that Keegan Clarke?
Yep, Keegan Clarke.
Nice catch. Going to be a pickup of about 4.
Pickup of 5.
Right at 5. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Cougars got to keep it going. If they're going to stay in this game, we got 10 minutes and 50 seconds counting remaining here in the ball game. Elks on top, 34-12.
Yeah, they got to make a couple quick scores here if they don't.
They're down to 5.
McGinnis from the shotgun, 3rd down and 5, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. There's the snap, looking to pass the ball. He's got a man. Yes.
Now that was the best throw I've seen him made. He put the ball right in between 2 defenders. Keegan Clarke comes down with it
Keegan
for
Clarke.
a 21-yard pickup.
Beautiful catch by Clarke, going up between the 2 defenders, coming down with the ball. And it's going to be 1st and goal from the 9-yard line for the Cougars. Beautiful pass. McGinnis just has to be consistent. He can't. He'll throw a pass like that, and the next one will go 20 yards over the guy. So here comes McGinnis from the shotgun. Mind you, McGinnis is a young quarterback. First time starting varsity, sophomore. 2 to the near side, looking to pass the ball. Looks back the other direction.
Got a flag down over here on the near side.
He almost threw the interception right there. We're going to see what the flag says. False start. Legal procedure, Cougars.
They're going to throw it out.
There goes Jake Reedhead's out of here.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Jake Reedhead.
Yep, that's the way a team can fall apart right there.
I think what Jake Reedhead's arguing is that he pulls up onto the line of scrimmage, or he's off the line of scrimmage and makes sure and possibly comes in motion.
Coach Monty Maxwell chasing him down over there to have a talk with him. Telling him get back there and be quiet because this is over here. So now it's going to back to Cougars way back, way back. See what they come up with here.
Ineligible man downfield and then unsportsmanlike.
Ineligible man downfield.
You know, an ineligible man downfield, what they do is they allow the offensive line to make blocks on a pass. And they allow them to go downfield only a yard from the line of scrimmage, so they can't continue blocking further down. But the ineligible man downfield is a whole lot different than the illegal procedure that the linesman called. And if the linesman basically called the wrong penalty as going against somebody, and then they decided
that's why
something
they get
else,
upset.
that he basically caused the other. However, on the player side, you have to keep your cool and calm and not do that
because he would have found out right now that it wasn't even against him. No, there's no excuse for that. Nevertheless, it's going to bring up first down on the 29-yard line instead of first and goal. First and goal from the 29.
Let's see how the Sholo Cougars come back from this.
So they respond. McGinnis, alone, shotgun position. There's the snap. Linebacker still roaming wherever. There's the pass to Keegan Clarke, and he's going to get it up to about the 24-yard line.
22 on the...
Yeah, on that one, it's one of those that I believe that McGinnis should have actually been watching the defenders line up and how they came across. Because had he actually been watching, number 12 was wide open right in the middle of the field and no one around him.
No. We're on the radio. You're up there. Yeah. So it's going to bring up second down. Ball's on the 24-yard line. Second and goal. McGinnis from the shotgun. He has Weston Kimes in the backfield with him. Two to the near side, one to the far side. There's the snap. Going to pass the ball, pulls it back down. And if you're going to stay up like that, you're going to get hit. You got to make up your mind if you're going to run or you're just going to take a hit. McGinnis got rocked right there.
I think McGinnis at that point in time decided he was going to run, and when he started running, he saw somebody and figured he would stop. The problem was that the defender didn't stop and came right on through him.
Yep. So that's going to bring up
third and goal.
Third and goal from the 27. Third and goal from the 27 for the Cougars. And McGinnis going to go from the shotgun. He has Weston Kimes in the backfield. One split out to the far side. Got him stacked up here on the near side. There's the snap. Going to fake it to Kimes. There's the pass. And I don't know who he's throwing the ball to.
Yeah, that looks like Keegan Clarke was on the far side hash, and McGinnis threw the ball to the near side hash, and about 10 yards over Keegan Clarke's head.
And so that's going to bring up fourth down. And we only have 8 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in this ballgame. It's pretty much fourth down territory. You're not going to punt from there. They got a long ways to go and a short time to get there.
Yeah, if they don't score here, this ball game's pretty much over unless somehow, some way, there's a lot of pick sixes to go back for the Sholo Cougars, and I don't see that the Round Valley Elks are going to be passing this ball.
I don't see that either. We're going to have a timeout for Sholo. So we're going to take it back to the studio for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford and streaming live in HD at KWKM.com. That's KWKM.com.
Face it. When you're feeling frustrated with slow internet, it shows. So stream without the buffering with Cable One high-speed internet. It has up to 100 megabits of blazing speed, and that's faster than those other internet guys. So no matter how many devices you have on at the same time, it's always fast. And that speed, that's written all over your face. Cable One, the face of fast.
To the Round Valley Dome for the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford, streaming live in HD at KWKM.com. That's KWKM.com. Thank you to Guy Hatch and his staff at Sholo Ford for being our preview sponsor here. Thanks, sir. It is the Round Valley Elks 34, Sholo Cougars 12. Like we were just saying, it's 4-down territory, not going to punt. So the ball is at the 27-yard line. McGinnis from the shotgun, rolling out, dumping it off the other way. Got a blocker, a via out there. And just as good as a punt, you're going to get it inside the 20-yard line, and it's going to be Round Valley ball. 8:03 remaining. Round Valley leads 34-12. Round Valley 1st and 10.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to say about what's going on here. It's just one of the things that the Cougars are definitely flustered. You can see it. Jake Reedhead coming back as a experienced starter here on this team, and you can see the frustration with him and a couple of the others on here, and it's just, you understand it, but at the same point in time, they got to keep their cool.
They have to keep their cool. There we go. We got motion going on there, and that's going to back up the Elks. Adams is going from the shotgun. They were sending a man in motion, but I think everybody got the rubber band man, get down. Everybody got some motion out of that one.
I think number 66 made that quick jump because he was going to have to seal that block because it's coming this way.
So here we go. Adams from the shotgun going to keep the ball himself, and they got a hole up the middle. And they're fighting for the ball down there.
Looks like it's rolled down.
Pickup of about 11 on the play there by Marcus Adams, but like I said, John, that play was going to come this way. They did the exact same thing. They lined up, they brought the man in motion, and who made the play to kick Adams free? Number 35, Brian Yellowhorse. Came in motion, crashed on that defensive end, kicked him out hard. And there was a bus opening there at that point.
Yellowhorse has been outstanding. All over the field is what's been all over the field. So here we go. Adams from the shotgun, lone back, one to the far side, two to the near side. There's the snap. Going to hand it off to Workman. Workman off to the races. And it's going to be first down as he's not brought down until about the 35-yard line.
Great showing by the offensive line tonight.
Yeah, that was a beautiful run again. Nice big hole opened up for him, and away he ran. So it's, again, we got to look that the Sholo Cougars have no answer for this offensive line of the Round Valley Elks.
7 minutes and 8 seconds and counting remaining here in the ball game. And it's going to be an official timeout. No? So we're going to take a 30-second timeout. Yeah, 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford, streaming live in HD at KWKM.com. Back in 30.
I was just curious. I would like to know where you've been getting all that money you have in your pocket.
Well, don't be curious no more. I stopped by S&D Auto Wrecking the other day. It's like money in the bank. Clean the backyard. It's all worth money. Anything made of steel, copper, brass, anything, it's cash.
Like what kind of stuff?
Metal bed frame, cha-ching. S&D. Our batteries, cha-ching. S&D.
S&D Auto Wrecking. They'll pay you money for any kind of metal?
Anything made of metal.
S&D Auto Wrecking. You know what? I actually might be motivated to clean up the backyard now. 537-7132. S&D Auto Wrecking.
It's like money in the bank.
For the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford. It's the Round Valley Elks 34, Sholo Cougars 12. Adams going from the shotgun, 1st and 10 from about the 36-yard line of the Elks. Lone back, he's going to fake it to him and keep it himself, and he's going to pick up about, I don't think that's 8 yards.
It's going to be a long 7.
Yeah, he did almost got 8. Picks up 7, is going to bring up 2nd down and 3. 6 minutes and 42 seconds and counting remaining here in the ball game. It's Round Valley Elks 34, Show Low Cougars 12. Show Low just hadn't had an answer for the Elks.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the linebackers, it seems, are just disappeared for some reason in the game, and the linemen are just being blocked up front.
Here comes Adams from the shotgun, going to hand it off. That's big number 44, Joshua Covey. And Covey's going to pick up the first down. He's going to finally be brought down at about the 47-yard line. 1st and 10, Round Valley.
Pick up about 3 on that play. Weston Kime able to step up in there to shut the hole down and help bring Covey down.
Weston's been all over the field this evening. Had some big runs in the opening drive to score the opening touchdown.
And he's had nowhere to run after.
Nowhere to run to, nowhere to hide, but he has stepped up on defense. And here comes Adams from the shotgun, single back, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. And there's the snap. He's going to hand it off to Covey once again. He tries to bump around to the outside. Look who's there at the bottom of the pile.
Weston
Kimes. Weston Kimes.
Yeah, Weston Kime lined up as the weak side linebacker on the near side to us, and he just came around the end and ran down Covey all the way down to the outside. Covey doesn't pick up any yardage on that play, but he's able to help bring him down from the near side, going all the way to the far side to tackle him. So good play there by Weston Kime.
Great play.
Like I said, John, now that I'm looking at this, the Cougars are running a 3-4. The problem is the front 3 are spread out instead of in the middle of the line, which is normally where you would see it.
They're spread way out, drop the center. There's a man in motion. There's a snap to Adams, going to keep it himself up the middle, and he's going to rumble, tumble, and bumble all the way to the first down marker.
And that was number 58, a pickup of 10 yards on that run by Adams. But that was number 58 that actually made the play on that one. He came across, I believe he was the guard on the far side, and he pulled and came across and opened up that hole for Marcus Adams.
So the Elks rumbling, tumbling, bumbling, 1st and 10, 4 minutes and 35 seconds remaining here in the ballgame. Elks on top, 34-12. Adams bringing his team up to the line of scrimmage, up under center, lone back, 2 to the far side. There's a snap. Going to hand it off to Covey once again. Covey's just going to get his standard 4 or 5 yards right up the middle.
We'll give him 3 on that play, it looks like.
Well, that was kind of a short pickup there, because they have hammered the Cougars line. But like you said, they're going to 3-4. But they're spread out like you have someone in between them and the center, the nose guard.
Most of the time when you run a 3-4, you have the nose tackle, the nose tackle's on the center, and your 2 tackles are actually in between the guard and the tackle, and these guys are lining up outside the tackles.
Way outside.
Yellow horse in motion.
Yellow horse in motion to block. They're going to hand it off up the middle. That is
going to be a pickup of 4.
That is Covey once again, Joshua Covey. He is a running back and a linebacker, junior, 5'11", 184. 184. You never see, they always go 185.
But now as I'm actually watching this, John, I'm seeing what's happening here is so the 2 defensive tackles are lining up on the outside of the offensive tackles, which frees the guards up for the offensive line to get to the back to grab a hold of the linebackers. So
exactly.
There's nobody to stop him anywhere to make a stop on the running back. And that's what's been going on. And I think they just need to change to where they bring those defensive tackles in a little bit so that the guards actually have to hit somebody
first before they get in the backfield.
Which gives the linebackers a chance to move and react to wherever the ball's going and get to the ball carrier.
Exactly. The linebackers are getting hit the same time the linemen are. There's a snap. Going to hand it off once again. Going up the middle with Covey.
He's going to pick up 3, going to bring up 4th down. But with only 2:40 remaining in the game, I'm not sure it's going to make any difference.
Not sure it is either. Score is Round Valley 34, Show Low 12. 4th down. We're going to see what they're, hit my head. See what they're going to do here. I imagine they're going to run it right up the middle once again. I know the Cougars will be going back to the drawing board before they get into conference play. try to figure out what mistakes they made. That's why I don't like the preseason, because they do it with the coaches on the field. They should be practicing game, in the game form. And
well, I think though, but when you run the scrimmages and stuff that you're having, the coaches can be on the field and stuff, but they actually have to be watching of what's happening and stuff.
Yeah.
And so when you're running that play where you're putting your defensive tackles on a 3-4, on the outside of the offensive tackles, you have to try to figure out, okay, if that's how you want to play it, how are you preventing the guards from getting onto your linebackers?
Right. Oh, I understand there's a reason for it, but I still think when you go in the game sense, I think it helps your team prepare for the opening game. There's a snap, and there's a boot. Nice punt going to the far side, and it's going to go out of bounds right about at the 12-yard line. About the 12-yard. That's a pretty good punt. It's going to be 1st and 10, Cougars from the 12-yard line. 2:06 remaining. Score Round Valley 34, Sholo 12. I think we're going to keep it right here because they're rushing the ball in here.
So, John, on the question here with the coaching staff for the Sholo Cougars, I know they lost the offensive, or the head coach and stuff. Did they change their defensive coach as well? Because it seems to be a bit different defense than what they ran last year.
Your defensive coach is now the head coach, Monty Maxwell. They still have Coach Clough, which was a permanent fixture over there. They still have all the other Maxwell coaches, Dennis Maxwell and all of them, which have been there last year. Coach Kimes. He's still there. I don't know why you see the changes that you do. Here comes McGinnis, going to hand it off to Weston Kimes in motion. Gets to the outside, no blocking. And they're going to push him out of bounds at about the 23-yard line?
22.5, 23. It should be a first down based on where I'm seeing the lines judge stand. But
way first down.
It's going to be close.
Herschel Walker couldn't get out in front to really make a clean block there. And Weston Kimes comes up, kind of favoring that leg a little bit. I don't like to see that. They got a kind of a senseless hit over here out of bounds. Nothing illegal. I'm not saying anything illegal.
Well, he just shoved him out of bounds. That's all he did. But
right. But when you start getting to these sidelines, especially over here, you have a lot of tables. You have a lot, you know what I'm saying? Underneath this, where the turf ends, underneath this home field side, you get a lot of obstacles there. So McGinnis has Herschel Walker back there with him. They're going to split man out over here to the near side. Got two to the far side. Awaiting the snap. Sends a man in motion. There's the snap. Looking to pass the ball. Rolling out. Still looking. And he just throws that one out of bounds. No, they're going to say caught it.
Yeah,
Keegan Clarke.
Was it Keegan Clarke?
Keegan Clarke, the sophomore, 6'1" sophomore. Beautiful catch. It's going to move the chains, first down.
Pick up a 12 on that play.
1 minute and 50 seconds remaining. Well, we're seeing a little bit of offense highlights here for the Cougars here. Way too late to make a difference. 1:50 remaining in the ball game.
Yeah, but the Elks have already changed in and brought in their second string.
McGinnis.
Flag on the play, illegal procedure.
They're going to call illegal procedure out there on the far side. Reedhead back in the ball game, but it's not against Reedhead. It's over on the far side against Keegan Clarke. Cougars just can't seem to get anything consistent going here, and I'm not sure. I don't want anybody to think that I'm bad-mouthing McGinnis, because I'm not, because he's a young player. But I'm not sure that McGinnis is the answer for the Cougars here. What do you think?
He's definitely having some issues and stuff, and I don't want to second guess a coach or anything, but how I would have saw it, I probably would have used somebody with a little more experience. And honestly, on my side, how I see something, I probably would have ended up putting Jake Reedhead as the quarterback.
I'm not sure. I probably would too. What did they call here? Intentional grounding. He's out of the pocket.
I don't know that he quite was.
I don't know if he quite was. I don't know if he quite was. It looked like he was close to being out of the pocket.
And I'm not sure they have that rule here in the high school.
Oh, I don't either. Well, I know we got a flag down.
We do, and we had
no pass interference because there was no receiver over it.
Yeah, the linesman is the one who threw the flag. He was over there talking to the referee. I think they're going to waive it.
Oh, they're going to say he went over the line of scrimmage before he threw it. No, now they're going to pull it back.
No, I think what it was exactly that. I think, It's quite possible the AIA did incorporate the out-of-the-pocket rule, and therefore the quarterback was out of the pocket when he threw it, so no intentional grounding.
There you go. Well, we want to thank everybody in Round Valley for having us over here. It's been a great game. It's winding down, 1 minute and 38 seconds remaining. They split out Herschel Walker way out here to the far side. McGinnis from the shotgun. There's a snap. Gets one block. Not much of a block. We're going to pass it to Herschel. Hey, flags are coming in. Oh, the crowd is going wild.
That is a bad call there by the referee.
That is a horrible call.
I believe that was number 22. Number 22 on there is Mark Irigoyen.
All right.
Basically playing free safety, I believe, for the Round Valley Elks. The ball was thrown. He got up. He put his hand over the top of the receiver and knocked the ball down and came on top of the receiver. Looked like a clean play. He made no contact until he hit the ball. And that's a clean play.
Yeah,
Anytime the ball is hit before the receiver is, you can then clobber the receiver.
I believe that was a very clean play. Nonetheless, going to be 1st and 10, Sholo. I got to say good night to Trey and Cheyenne Campagna in Houston, Texas. Thank you for joining us. If you've joined us somewhere else from near or far online to watch it live in HD, please log on to our Facebook page and tell us, because we'd love to talk about you. We've had great luck in Little League. We were on Air Force bases in Japan and all over. So if you did log on, please log on to Facebook and tell us that you listened and watched. There's a snap to McGinnis. And there's an interception. McGinnis just stood there.
Big six.
Touchdown, Round Valley. McGinnis threw the touchdown and then just put his hands down, and that's not the way you handle a touchdown. Pick. It's going to bring the score. Round Valley Elks 40. Sholo Cougars 12.
That was LT Foster on that pick. The ball was thrown nowhere near the receiver. Foster had a good clean shot at it, got it, ran in between. McGinnis just giving up, not chasing after him, allowing him to go into the end zone for a 46-yard interception, touchdown return.
Don't know how to get him up. So here comes the point after. 1:19 remaining in the ball game. There's the snap. There's the boot. It's up, and it's good. 41-12. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford, streaming live in HD at KWKM.com. Back in 30.
We're here so you don't have to quit fishing or tell the grandkids you can't keep up with them anymore. Wouldn't it be nice to get back in the gym again or be able to play a full 18 like the old days?
Summit Healthcare offers this active community the latest in orthopedic procedures. Whether it's a sports injury, total joint replacement, or something else, have your surgery and rehab right here at home.
Get the most out of life again. Visit summithealthortho.net today.
Hey, welcome back to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford and streaming not only this game, but every other game that we cover will be streaming live in HD at KWKM.com. That's KWKM.com. The Round Valley Elks have taken it to the Sholo Cougars over here for the opening week ball game. Score is Round Valley 41. The Sholo Cougars 12. 1:19 remaining in the ball game. We're going to have a kickoff here. The announcers taking advantage to incorporate the Round Valley Elks with the Elks that you might meet on the highway. Hey, that's a good sense of humor there. Here's a kickoff. Oh, he missed the... No, nobody touched it. Nobody... Oh, that'd still be their ball, though, if it goes 10 yards, right? Yeah. If it went 10 yards...
10 yards, the ball... There's no reason why the guy can't return the ball unless that's different in this rule as it is in the NFL.
That's what I think it's Round Valley ball.
It is Round Valley ball, but they're saying that he couldn't return it.
Oh, I don't know why.
That must be a rule in the AIA, yeah, instead of where it is. But so on a normal onsides, the kicking team can actually get the ball and keep running with it.
So 1:14 remaining in the ball game. Round Valley has the ball once again. 1st and 10 from the Sholo 42-yard line. 1st and 10 Round Valley. 1:14 remaining. We just need to hurry up and get through this minute 14. Cougars can go back and regroup. Up under center is Adams.
Adams takes a knee.
Oh, he's going to take a knee. Very classy move there by Adams. By Round Valley Elks.
Very classy move
Very
by
classy.
the Elks.
I love that. I love that. I'm in for a classy high school sport. I hated to see Reedhead get called with that. Yeah, I hope he lives and learns from that, because the penalty wasn't even actually against him. It's kind of messed up in a sense, but still you have to keep your composure. I don't care how rattled you are, what should be going on. You still, you're, the only two things in life that you're in charge of, I figured this out from going in a coma. Two things in life that you have control over, and that is how you act and how you react. And everything else is out of your hands. Everything else is out of your hands. You have no control over anything else. And that's going to be the ball game, 25 seconds counting remaining. And it's going to be Round Valley 41, Sholo 12. Great game by the Round Valley Elks.
It was a great game for them to come out and basically show at first, the first couple series, that it was going to be looking like a Cougar game, and then coming out making their changes, and away they went. So that was definitely great for the Elks.
They did. They came out and executed very well. We're going to go back to the studio for a 2-minute timeout, and we're going to come back with the player of the game. I don't think we can get him up here, but we will be back to name the player of the game. This has been a Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week presented by Sholo Ford, and we'll be back with the Cable One post-game report. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Your car is like an extension of you, so TEPS Cleaning and Detail Services is exactly who you would call to take extra care and pride in making your car look its best all around. People are talking about TEPS Cleaning and Detail Services and the amazing work they do for your vehicle. They offer hand washes or power washes, plus interior detailing starting at $80 and exterior detailing starting at $100. Please call for an estimate, 928-537-8377. TEPS Cleaning and Detail Services at Splash Dash Car Wash in Sholo. Like their page on Facebook.
Hey guys, who wants pizza?
Pizza Factory is the real best place for pizza and Italian cuisine. It's been a staple in the White Mountain community for 24 years. They have something for mom, dad, and the kiddos, like a huge arcade and 3 big flat screen TVs. Pizza Factory is open 7 days a week with a buffet Monday through Friday, daily specials, and a salad bar. They are now scheduling birthday, team, or graduation parties, pastas, calzones, specialty pizzas, and more. We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory in the Old Town Square Plaza in Sholo, 537-7771.
When you live on the mountain, you have access to the trusted doctors that you and your family need right here at home. Summit Healthcare has brought more physicians and specialties to the area than ever before. From primary care to orthopedics, cardiology, women's care, and much more. You no longer need to look anywhere else. And with offices conveniently located throughout the White Mountains, our doctors are nearby. So next time you need a doctor, turn to Summit Healthcare.
Face it, when you're feeling frustrated with slow internet, it shows. So stream without the buffering with Cable One high-speed internet. It has up to 100 megabits of blazing speed, and that's faster than those other internet guys. So no matter how many devices you have on at the same time, it's always fast. And that speed, that's written all over your face. Cable One, the face of fast.
We're at the Cable One post-game show. Hugh the Neck Keeler's been going over stats and stuff. Sholo didn't have many highlights. Round Valley had some players that really stepped up. One of them, you called Yellow Horse's name over and over and over again. I think you pretty much have to go with one of the runners that boogied into the end zone. They had a lot of rushing yards, did this Round Valley Elk team.
Yeah, Round Valley Elk ran 43 times for 359 yards. And John, while I know that, yes, the running back would be the one that would normally get player of the game, quite honestly, I think it would be fair to actually make 2 players of the game on this because I don't believe Workman or Covey could have ran as well as they did.
I don't either.
Had it not been for Brian Yellowhorse actually coming in, making those blocks, because he was the one that kept kicking out that defensive end or that outside linebacker that freed up Workman or Covey to actually get that huge hole. And I don't mean this was a hole that was, something that 1 or 2 guys could have walked through. This was something that pretty much you could have darn near drove a car through.
You could have drawn a car through.
He actually hit that outside guy and drove him out to open up that huge hole for him. And that allowed the running back to actually get into the secondary before even being touched. And that's why I think, honestly, in my opinion, we should have 2. We should name actually Dylan Workman and Brian Yellowhorse.
I agree wholeheartedly. Brian Yellowhorse, you called his name offensively, defensively. He was all over the field and making key blocks. Not just blocking at the line of scrimmage. He was moving around and making key blocks and opening. I promise you could have drove a car through there.
No, you're absolutely correct. I mean, he was all over the field no matter where he was playing. That is the epitome of a great football player right there. Somebody who always goes through and makes the play regardless of whether he is the one who is the star or not. He's the one that makes the star a star.
There you go. That is the statement of all statements right there. He's the one that makes the star the star. You can't take away anything from Workman or from Joshua. Covey played a great game, had a lot of running yards. Adams played a great game, quarterback for the Elks. But I believe you got it when you said Workman and Yellowhorse, without a doubt. It's been a great game, great way to open up the season. Not for the Show Low Cougars, it wasn't a great way. But the Round Valley Elks look awesome. I look for the Round Valley Elks. I did last year, too. If they can keep it together, they played a great game here tonight. Show Low Cougars aren't a bad team. They're young. They need to make some adjustments. But I look for the Round Valley Elks to be a dominant factor in the 2A.
I think they should be able to, too. I mean, because when you look at it, like we said, the first series of the game, Show Low got the ball, and they quickly marched 4 plays, 71 yards, to get them a 6-0 lead. And that was one of those that you, at that point in time, you look at and you're like, wow, this might be a blowout for the Cougars. And instead what happens was the first series for the Elks is they came out and they pretty much got stopped. But you started to see all of a sudden when the Cougars got the ball their second series, the Elks had already made the change on defense and made their adjustments. So being able to quickly make your adjustments that fast, that quick into the game, to be able to startle a team, and that's exactly what they did. If they continue to do that throughout the season, we might be able to see them in that final game again.
Very well could bring home the gold trophy. You have to commend the Elks coaching staff because they made adjustments on the fly after that first Cougar drive. Boom, boom, boom. In the end zone, the Elks made adjustments on the fly, and they done a great job.
So John, as we sit there, we talk about it. Our player games, it seems like we're both in agreement. We have number 35, Brian Yellowhorse, and number 42, Dylan Workman.
Number 42. We didn't even have Workman's number right on our roster, but we got it. And they played a spectacular game. Great games. It was an awesome game start to year. Like I said, the Cougars, they don't think it's so awesome. But the Thatcher Eagles need to be aware that the Round Valley Elks are looking good. The coaching staff looked awesome. They adjusted on the fly right after the Cougars scored. They come out, turned it over on downs, but then they started adjusting right then, and it went the Elks' way after that.
Yep, it did. And for the Show Low Cougars, I don't think anybody should be able to give up on the Show Low Cougars yet. It's a young team. They got some new players in some key positions and stuff. I think defensively, if they just make that change and start to move their defensive tackles in, if they're going to run that 3-4, it will definitely help that defensive side more so that those guards don't have free reign onto the linebackers in the middle, which will open up the huge holes inside. And so if they make that change, I think it'll be a little bit better. Of course, we got to hope that the Show Low Cougars, their fans out there, that the Show Low Cougars don't get down on themselves too much. They pick themselves up and move forward. Definitely this is a big, huge blow as, Round Valley is a 2A team, but even though you see that they are a 2A team, it doesn't make Round Valley a lesser of a team when you look at, if you were to compare it from an NFL to a college or something like that.
Exactly right.
It's not the same style here, and it just means that it's 2A because it's a smaller community.
You're right.
And less people and less kids in the school.
Less kids in the school. Population in the schools, Laura.
But Round Valley is still a nice big powerhouse.
Oh, yes, they are. And it's anybody's Friday night. We've learned that throughout the years. Anybody's Friday night. We want to thank everybody for joining us. For Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, Eric Drury come out and run the computer for us. He's smiling at me. He's got a wicked, crazy smile, kind of like a Stephen King movie, like that clown. He smiles like that, and it will scare you. And Dan the Man Grubner has always had a smile like that, and it freaks me out a lot. For Hugh the Neck Keeler, we want to thank Davina Harvey back in the studio, and we always got to thank Gene Barton for letting us do this stuff. It's been a great night, great opening night. Look forward to seeing you again. I wish I could remember where we was next week, but the great thing about Dr. Love is every day is Christmas. So tune in.
I think we're down and out, just say possibly next week.
I think we possibly could be. Hey, that's a great place to be. Tune in to Gene Barton's morning show on Monday morning, and I'll make sure that she tells you where we're going to be next week. So on behalf of Hugh the Neck Keeler and I myself, Dr. Love, thank you very much for joining us. This has been the Cable One post-game wrap-up of the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week. Good night, everybody.
All right.